Cubs triples and saves are sponsored by Northern Illinois Food Bank. Help close the door on hunger. Visit solvehungertoday.org. Cubs in Pittsburgh. This is the Cubs radio pregame show driven by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Buick and GMC dealers. Time now to check on who's hot and cold. Sponsored by Plumbers 911. Plumbing emergency. Call 1-833-PLUM-911. Local 130 Plumbers get the job done right the first time. Alex Bregman is riding a modest 5-game hitting streak during which he is 6 for 19, a .316 batting average. The cold, nearly everyone on the Cubs, including Michael Conforto, who is 2 for 20 over his last 7 games, a 100 batting average with 1 home run. Coming up, the opening day starter next on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Craig Counsell. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, make New Lenox your family go-to destination. From Grammy Award-winning artists rocking the New Lenox Commons to our lively Thursday evening farmers markets, we have events at the Commons all summer long, bringing fun for everyone. Explore our incredible restaurants, unique shopping, and small businesses that make New Lenox feel like home. Whether you're planning a night out, a weekend adventure, or a full day with the kids, New Lenox has something for every fan in your lineup. Visit newlenox.net/visit to plan your summer in the village of New Lenox, home of great experiences all season long.
Welcome to Old National Bank.
Hi, I was wondering what you could do for my small business.
Tons. Have time to talk?
Not much. We're on a 30-second radio ad.
Oh, I'll get straight to the point then. Our solutions are customized for small businesses. Our services make financial management simple, and our pricing is always transparent.
Outstanding. Wow.
Yeah. So, ever been in an ad before?
Nope. How do I look?
Good. But we're on the radio, remember?
Right. Hi, Mom.
Customized small business banking from Old National Bank. Member FDIC. Get old.
Shop Grand Appliance for expert advice, fast delivery, and the lowest prices every day on top brands like KitchenAid, Maytag, and more. Visit grandappliance.com for full details.
Today's veteran of the game is Milt Dean from Kenosha, who served in the United States Army. Thank you for your service. Sponsored by JeffBuysYourHouse.com. Veteran-led and trusted since 2007. Cubs, Pirates in Pittsburgh. This is the Cubs radio pregame show, driven by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Buick and GMC dealers. In our Cubs conversation, right-hander Jameson Taillon has officially reached 10 years of Major League service time. Quite an accomplishment, and few veterans on the Cubs have a greater appreciation for the hurdles Taillon has overcome than left-hander Matthew Boyd.
I think it speaks to Jameson's, 10 years amazing. I think he told me that there's less than 3,000 people or something around that number that actually get to 10 years. And that speaks to just the evolution of his game, his work ethic, fighting through adversity. I think very few people go through playing 10 years and doing the same thing over and over again, right? But it's a testament to how he continues to evolve, a testament to how he adapted, a testament to how he overcome adversity from injuries and his cancer diagnosis and coming back stronger and stronger, and all of that. So it's an amazing accomplishment. I know he's not done yet.
It's a great life lesson.
Without a doubt. And it's an exclusive club, and just so happy for him in that sense.
He's as popular as any player in this clubhouse among the players. Why?
Oh man, yeah, JMO really cares about his teammates, and that's a special attribute. And when he goes about and he just takes care of guys, regardless of where you're at on the roster, and it speaks to his character. And he was one of the first guys that texted me when I signed here, and he's just the same guy each day, and that's really important over the course of 162.
Anytime a player hits 10 years of service time, it's treated in a very special way in the clubhouse. What did you guys do for him?
I mean, we had a little get together, and it's always cool to acknowledge the path and where you've came from, and all that all that he has accomplished, right? The ups and downs and the highlights of it, and like I said, it's one of those things that when you're younger, I remember being around and seeing, Justin Verlander hit 10 years and Kinsler and guys of that nature, and you go, man, they've been playing for a long time and they still have a long career ahead of them. And it's good to recognize and reflect on those points, and to do it with this group of guys that we really care about is really special. So it was a fun night.
What can you share about you and your status and how the rehab's going?
It's going great. Faced hitters today. we threw 55 pitches in the game, and I think 90 total between the warm-ups and everything, so it was a good day.
So you're confident that sooner than later?
Yeah, confident, as Count said, trust in the plan that's laid out for me, and yeah.
I'm sure one of the toughest things here has been watching from your perspective, not being able to do anything about it, and watching what's transpired here lately. Mm-hmm. Can you give us your perspective on how does this happen in this game?
Yeah, I think a lot of times, when you're on the top of the mountain, the reality is that I think sometimes when things are going right, some plays go your way, and when you look back at our game winning streaks, there's a few there that you can go, man, we definitely got some lucky bounces here and there, and then
and no one says that while that's happening.
Yeah, and then when you're on the other side of it, obviously there's those games that you're going to lose, and then there's a few that the hops don't go your way, and it's unfortunate when it happens in a sequence. Nobody wants that, but these things happen over the course of 162, and you do your best to just stick to the process through it all, right? You do it when you're on the top of the mountain, and you do it when you're in the valley. You're always assessing how you can get better, regardless of the results on the scoreboard. And you're doing the same when the results on the scoreboard aren't going your way. You're always looking at how you can get better. And it's in those moments that, you lean on the guy next to you, you link arms with him, and you just continue to go forward. And, man, it's not fun to lose 8. It does seem like at times I know that it may feel like the sky is falling sort of thing, but it is May, and everything does play out over the course of 162, and we'll make the adjustments day to day that we need to do, and Lord willing, the ball will start bouncing our way, and then we'll keep going forward, and this will just be a blip on the radar a few months down the road.
Psychologically, you're human, not just you, but everyone in here. Do you have to verbalize amongst each other words of encouragement, or is it just, like you said, you stick with the process and eventually you just work your way out?
Yeah, no one wants to lose and no one wants to fail. No one wants to go through, it sounds that no one wants to go through those low parts, right? But when the adversity hits, you stick to what you like. You stick to what you stick to the process of things, and you lean on the guy next to you, And there'll be times where maybe harder for one of us than others, but that's when you lean on your teammates. That's what a team is for. And it's in that like we continue to go forward and continue to stay the course, and you show up ready to do what you're expected, what you can do, and you try to let those impulse reactions of to wholesale change everything, right? You stick to the process and you keep going it, knowing that eventually it will work out.
I'm not asking you to be a team spokesman, but you hear the fans. You heard them at Wrigley. What can you say to them? But you hear the fans. You heard them at Wrigley. What can you say to them?
Yeah.
What can you tell them?
Yeah, losing's not fun. And whatever they feel, we guarantee that we're feeling it more than they are. But that being said, we believe in our ball club. We believe in all of it, top to bottom. And, we'll play 162 for a reason. Stick with us. We'll be where we want to be. We'll take it a day at a time. And it may seem low right now, but you know what? It's just, day at a time. It will work out.
Matthew, really appreciate the time. Get healthy.
Hey, thank you.
Great perspective from left-hander Matthew Boyd. The Cubs strongly encourage use of all public transportation, especially CTA buses and trains when traveling to Wrigley Field. For all games, the Cubs offer a free bike valet service located by the Addison Red Line station. For details, visit cubs.com/transportation. Coming up, the Manager Show next on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Craig Counsell. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans. Southwest Airlines here with more reasons why flying Southwest from Chicago just makes sense. We're famously friendly, nonstops out the wazoo, and so reliable. In fact, the Wall Street Journal ranked us #1, first among U.S. airlines. I guess the answer to who's on first is Southwest Airlines, official airline of your Chicago Cubs. Based on WSJ's 2025 rankings, see southwest.com/WSJ.
Take your taste buds to the candy shop with the irresistible taste of cotton candy extra strength 5-hour energy shots. A delicious swirl of vanilla with a sweet but sugar-free fruity twist. Plus the classic 5-hour energy blend of B vitamins, nutrients, and caffeinated kick. Don't miss out on a perfectly sweet and impossibly nostalgic treat. Get your cotton candy extra strength 5-hour energy shots today. For more information, visit 5hourenergy.com.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account.
When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything.
Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Get everything you need for the entire job delivered. From lumber to drywall, flooring, and fixtures, get it all delivered from the Home Depot. With same day, next day, or any day delivery, staying on track and on time is crucial to your job. That's why it's our job to get you what you need when you need it. We deliver the supplies. You deliver the results. Brought to you by the Home Depot.
Life's easier when you've got the Consumers Credit Union team cheering for you. Partner with the people in your corner today at myconsumers.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
Cubs Pirates in Pittsburgh. It is time now to hear from manager Craig Counsell, who has the latest update on injured left-hander Justin Steele.
Justin saw Dr. Meister this morning, and I've determined it's good news. It means we're going to make progress. So basically, progress to strengthening for the next couple weeks, then to plyos, and then to throwing. So we're at the start of making progress. In terms of moving forward, no timelines created from it. Still have more he's not going to be throwing a baseball for multiple weeks still, but we're going to progress on active strengthening and then to the plyo balls.
You mentioned with this new check-in, there's not really a timeline or time frame for him to be.
Yeah, I just say that because I don't think until he starts throwing, it's just hard to put that into an accurate timetable.
Gotcha. Is the hope that coming back this season still in play? Okay.
Yes.
Was it just that he just needed some rest, then it sounds like, or what was?
No, he had an injury. That's why he went to see him. But we're doing.
Looked like Boyd was throwing earlier live. Do you have a sense for his?
Yep. The schedule remains the same. Everything went well today. Felt good. Knee felt good. He'll throw for Iowa on Sunday.
Did you say Sunday? I'm sorry. Sunday. For Jordan Wicks, obviously him coming up now. What are kind of the hopes for him rejoining the rotation now? What have you been working on, especially?
I think this is an opportunity for Jordan. I think that's what guys want, is they want to get an opportunity, and he's got an opportunity here, and to we had some health issues at the start of the season. I think got him back with the number of outings he was able to have in Iowa. He's ready to roll, and got some innings under his belt, and now he gets a good opportunity.
Jameson to reach the 10-year mark, just what it means when you have a player go through that and get to celebrate it.
Yeah, look, it's a big deal for players. It's kind of the gold standard for players, and it's a hard thing to do for players. It's symbolic as much as anything. It's a sign of a long career, which is hard to accomplish. It's kind of, I think, the number of players that have done it that tells you. So it's an important day, and I think it's a day for players to reflect a little bit, and for us to congratulate on them on it.
The pitching matchup next on The Score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Spiegel and Holmes, great Cubs guests and more on your way home 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score.
A brain tumor, a stroke, a condition threatening who you are. At Loyola Medicine, our nationally ranked neurology team maps every move to protect speech, mobility, and identity. Because saving lives also means preserving what makes you, you. At Loyola Medicine, tough is what we do and who we are. Visit loyolamedicine.org/tough.
Hey, baseball fans, step
loyolamedicine.org/tough.
Hey, baseball fans, step up to the plate like a pro with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. Circa Sports is sports betting the way it should be, with no bet fees in Illinois. Circa Sports brings you player-friendly pricing, enhanced in-game options, exceptional customer service, and more. Whether you're betting with the home team or scouting the next big matchup, take your swing with the Circa Sports app. Start betting like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com.
Allstate's new home insurance is now better than ever. We're making getting the right home insurance that's right for you super easy with our improved online quoting tool. It explains how each coverage option works for you without the headache. Yep, you can start protecting your home in a matter of minutes. So check Allstate first for home insurance that's better than ever. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Coverage subject to terms, qualifications, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
And online at GreatClips.com. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Cubs in Pittsburgh. It's game 2 of a 4-game set between these two teams. Now let's pause as we get set for the playing of the national anthem.
The Knock High School Choir, under the direction of Mr. Michael Sippian.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
The Knock High School Choir performing the national anthem at PNC Park in Pittsburgh today. Cubs, Pirates, game 2 of their 4-game set. Who are you banking on? It's sponsored by Busey Bank. Building business, growing wealth since 1868. I'm banking on Pete Crow Armstrong, who went 0 for 4 yesterday, but hit the ball hard 3 times in that game. The pitching matchup is sponsored by Reagular Subaru of Kenosha. Enjoy the laid-back experience of Reagular Subaru of Kenosha. Cubs turning to left-hander Jordan Wicks, who's making his season debut tonight, filling in for the injured Edward Cabrera. Wicks 6-6 lifetime with a 5.21 ERA in 26 Major League games. Braxton Ashcraft, a right-hander, is going for the Pirates, 3-2, 2.89 ERA. He's coming off a victory in St. Louis last week. Warner, a right-hander, is going for the Pirates, 3-2, 2.89 ERA. He's coming off a victory in St. Louis last week. 1 earned run in 7 innings of work, 4 hits, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. It's time for baseball in Pittsburgh. Cubs, Pirates, Pat, Ron, next on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Jamison Tyone. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Chicago baseball fans, Ron Coomer here. Spring in the city means the return of baseball and the start of backyard season. If you're thinking about upgrading your outdoor space, TimberTech Decking combines advanced innovation with the beauty of real wood without the maintenance. Built for resilience through the Midwest weather, it's designed to perform season after season.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
Donate your car at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Every team needs a closer. Injured? Dial Pound Law. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Proud partner of the Chicago Cubs, Morgan & Morgan, 332 South Michigan Avenue, Chicago.
Hey, Cubs fans, Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer here. This Cubs season, listen to the Cubs in crystal clear FM quality on 104.3 The Score.
It's got a chance! Gone! Pete Crow Armstrong with a long home run.
Imagine listening to all the action on FM. Cubs baseball has never sounded this good. Listen to every game on your home of the Cubs. 104.3 The Score.
Presented by the official sports book of The Score. Circa Sports. Sports betting the way it should be with no bet fee.
This broadcast is presented by Bet365, where winning is everything. Download the Bet365 app and lock in your picks before the game begins. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in select states only.
And now, Odyssey and 104.3 The Score bring you Chicago Cubs baseball on the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Gone! Three-run homer. Ian Happ is going to be gone. Three-run homer. Pete Crow Armstrong. Now Bush drives one in the air. This ball's got a chance. Gone! This is what you came here for. We got the Cubs game on the score.
Chicago Cubs baseball is presented to you in part by the Volvo XC90, Benny's Beverage Depot.
Got the Cubs game on the score.
Chicago Cubs baseball is presented to you in part by the Volvo XC90, Benny's Beverage Depot, Benjamin Moore, Grand Appliance, James Hardy Building Products, Laturo Tire, It's Not a Game, Illinois.com, Old National Bank, Seaglass Wine, Sloan, Southwest Airlines, Xfinity, your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, and Yingling, the oldest brewery in America. And now, here's the Hall of Famer, Pat Hughes, and All-Star Ron Coomer, with all the exciting play-by-play action of Chicago Cubs baseball.
Chicago Cubs baseball is on the air from PNC Park in western Pennsylvania. It's time for Game 2 of this 4-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Good evening, everybody. Along with former Cub and All-Star Ron Coomer, it's Pat Hughes reporting. Zach Zaidman working alongside. Our excellent engineer is Cindy Boyden, and we all thank you for joining us for the second game of the series. The Cubs lost a tough one yesterday on Memorial Day, 2-1 in a pitcher's duel. And speaking of pitchers, the men on the mound tonight are right-hander Braxton Ashcraft, very talented young right-hander for the Pirates, and left-hander Jordan Wicks to make his first start of the season for the Chicago Cubs. It's cloudy, it's warm, it's 79, a little on the humid side, but it's dry, and the game will start right on time. The umpires have arrived. Let's go ahead and get right to the starting lineups for tonight's game. The lineups are brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Leading off for the Cubs in center field, Pete Crow Armstrong. Nico Horner batting second and playing second base. Michael Bush at first base. Alex Bregman is the cleanup man. Bregman at third. Ian Happ in left field. Seiya Suzuki in right field. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Moises Ballesteros. Carson Kelly catching, and batting ninth and playing shortstop, Dansby Swanson. We are ready to go. We'll get you the Pirate lineup when we come back. The first pitch right around the corner after this on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Live in the Chicagoland area? Get all the Cubs games on the Odyssey app. AUDACY.
Come see what's happening in Greater Des Moines, where every weekend feels like an event. The nationally ranked Downtown Farmers Market, the iconic Iowa State Fair, the award-winning Des Moines Arts Festival, and Hinterland, one of the Midwest's can't-miss music festivals. Add in an CUBS game, a tenderloin as big as home plate, and a few surprises along the way, and suddenly your trip is whatever you want it to be. Des Moines, it's a trip. Make it yours at catchdesmoines.com.
It's game time. That makes it the perfect time for a Flight by Yuengling. It's just 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. Packed with flavor. Flight is the next generation of light beer. The oldest brewery in America. Look for Flight wherever you buy beer. And Patrick, Cubs have been struggling in offense. That's no secret. And they got their work cut out for them today. Ashcraft has thrown the ball exceptionally well. Good high-riding fastball. And a good slider breaking ball, away from the righties into the lefties. He has been very good.
Ron, as you say that, he's not the kind of a guy that you would like to face when you're trying to snap a 9-game losing streak, but that lets you know you're in the big leagues.
Well, that's baseball. And you know what? Tonight might be the night that they break out and they hit a guy that's been very good.
Pete Crow Armstrong to lead it off. We thank you for joining us. And away we go. The first pitch taken for a strike, and it's 0-1. Ashcraft, big, hard-throwing right-hander, a native of Texas. He is 6'5", 218 pounds. And the 0-1 is another fastball, top of the zone, called strike 2. Game time temperature 79. Game time temp sponsored by Four Seasons. Pete Crow Armstrong hitting .223 as he leads off. The pitch to the left-handed batter popped up, right side playable, and the first baseman Horwitz in shallow right makes the catch. One away, no score. Nico Horner coming up. At Four Seasons, your trusted local experts for heating, air conditioning, plumbing, sewer, and electric. Ron, if you were in that Cub lineup against Ashcraft, what would be your approach?
Well, I would be, I'd make sure I was on his fastball. That's first and foremost.
Strike one call.
But he kind of has that old school drop and drive delivery a little bit. So the elbow dips a little and you get a little upshoot of the fastball. You have to make the fastball be in the zone. That's easier said than done sometimes.
Nico takes another strike. He is throwing nothing but strikes here at the outset. 0-2. Smallish crowd, a lot of empty seats. And Nico pulls a bouncer foul toward third.
Yeah, pretty good crowd yesterday on Memorial Day for the day game, but not quite the same today. First inning is powered by Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated.
Nico fouls this one away. These two teams have similar records, Ron. The Cubs 29-25. Pirates 28-26. Each team beginning the exact middle third of the season here tonight as Nico takes low and away. And you hear people talk about a guy being on a pace or a team on a pace to win this number of games. You just multiply by 3 right now and get an idea for that pace. Nico hits a fly ball to right. He got jammed. Valdez with a routine play, and the right fielder grabs it. And that's going to be out number 2. And it brings up Michael Busch.
Now there's that fastball kind of running in on Nico. It's kind of, he gets underneath it, and it kind of comes in and rides up and in to the right-handed hitter.
Busch at 230. Homered for the only run yesterday for the Cubs. And he swings and misses. The umpires, Shane Lavensparger calling balls and strikes. Dan Merzel working at first. Dan Bellino, the crew chief, Chicago native, working at second. Mark Ripperger at third. Ashcraft with a record of 3-2. This pitch fouled away.
Yeah, that was a good fastball at 98 miles an hour in on the hands of Michael Busch. Speed Gun today powered by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
Bush waiting for the 0-2. Swings and misses. Strike 3. Ashcraft works a very quick 1-2-3 first inning. After a half, Cubs nothing, Pirates. Coming up on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs.
What if you could have the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years? During the Xfinity Summer Savings Event, now through June 15th, new customers can get our best price on gig Wi-Fi. Just $50 a month for 5 years. No annual contracts, no hidden fees. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Get it now at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto-pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds vary. Use of fiber coaxial cable.
Oh, this Bosch miter saw really is smooth.
Feeling smooth.
Who said that?
It's your inner Bosch, baby. I'm that scoobity-bebop smooth feeling you get when you make smooth cuts with that moobity-mibbity-mibbity-mubbity miter saw.
So I'll just keep ski-bop sawing then?
Now you're getting it. Beep-bop, beat-up, miter saw is my favorite.
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a
Bosch.
Coom here. Baseball's been around a long time, since the 1800s, when pitchers threw underhand. You know what's been around even longer? Yingling. Yingling started brewing in 1829. People were drinking a cold Yingling before baseball even existed. No box scores, no seventh inning stretches, just great beer that stood the test of time for 197 years. So next time you're at a ballpark, grab a Yingling traditional lager, because just like baseball, legends stand the test of time. Yingling is proud to be the official beer of the Cubs radio network, because just like baseball, legends stand the test of time. Yingling is proud to be the official beer of the Cubs radio network.
DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, PA.
Southwest Airlines is the official airline of your Chicago Cubs. And you can bet your sweet Cubbies we fly to their away games. Hint, hint.
The announcement of the umpires brought to you by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. Left-hander Jordan Wicks, former Kansas State star, first-round pick by the Cubs a few years back, going to work his first game in the big leagues this year. Fastball is high. Rob, what are you looking for from Jordan Wicks?
Well, he's going to have good command today of basically 3 pitches. His fastball, and he's got a pretty good one.
Outside 2-0.
But the changeup, the back and forth speed with the fastball change, and then mixing in his breaking ball and keeping the breaking ball out of the middle of the plate.
Griffin, the rookie 20-year-old shortstop, takes upstairs 3-0. Griffin hitting .262, shows good actions out at shortstop. He's got a great arm. Seems very athletic. Big kid. And now the 3-0 pitch inside. He has walked the leadoff batter on 4 straight pitches. And immediately Jordan Wicks wants a brand new baseball thrown out to him as Brandon Lau comes up.
Well, I think for Wicks, that's probably a little adrenaline rush and dealing with some of that first hitter. Now you just got to settle in and make a couple good pitches. See if you can get a ground ball.
Lau, left-handed batter, 13 home runs already this year, and he'll take a strike. Cubs wearing their traveling grays, the gray shirts and trousers, red numbers on their backs, blue hats, sleeves, and socks. Pirates in their home with white trousers, black shirts, gold numbers on their backs. Black hats. Check swing on a breaking ball outside. 1-1. Uniform descriptions brought to you by Benjamin Moore. On the field or the walls of your home, the right team and colors make all the difference. The next pitch, swing and a miss. Might have chased a bad ball upstairs. 1-2.
Yeah, a little high breaking ball inside. Looked like I was trying to hit that ball to the bleachers and right.
Bleachers only partially filled. Kind of a smallish crowd. I would say no more than 6,000 or 7,000 in the park right now. There was a threat for rain, but it's dry. And now the 1-2. Line drive towards shallow center. That's going to be a base hit. Rounding second, going to third. Griffin, the throw by PCA over the head of Bregman, and down to second goes Lau. Runners at second and third, nobody out. Pete thought he had a chance to cut down Griffin, who runs very well, but he airmailed it. The throw over the head of a leaping Bregman. It bounced off the screen in front of the dugout, and the Pirates are threatening already with men at second and third and nobody out.
Yeah, Griffin rounding second base. He's going all the way. Pete comes in and challenges him and uncorks a throw, and it literally short hopped the dugout fence, and that's what kept the runners at second and third.
Infield back for Brian Reynolds, and he'll take ball one. So a walk, a single. I'm not sure if they've charged Pete with a throwing error. They might have, allowing the batter to get to second base, or there's a dribbler foul. Maybe the scorer said he was going to go to second anyway. We'll see.
Yeah, he was going around first. They won't give him a double. It could be a fielder's choice, and he got the second.
A ball and a strike on Brian Reynolds. Infield back. Reynolds, a switch hitter, batting right-handed. Checks his swing and foul tips it into the glove of Kelly. And now it's 1-2. I was reading about Reynolds earlier, playing his 500th game here at PNC Park in this game tonight. He is the longest current tenured Pittsburgh Pirate.
Defensive alignment tonight, sponsored by Fitzgerald Equipment. Material handled. Learn more at FitzgeraldEquipment.com. They're playing Reynolds a shade around towards right center in the outfield.
And the pitch, looped down the left field line, base hit. It'll drive in two, and the Pirates take the lead. The ball ends up in the left field corner area, and it's a two-run double for Brian Reynolds. 2-0 Pirates in this first inning.
Now this is a changeup from Wicks, and it's away, but it's up. It's about mid-thigh, and because it's up, you can still stay on it as a hitter, even though you're out in front of it. Reynolds stays through this swing and doesn't hit it all that great, but gets the barrel on it and hooks it right down into the corner.
Reynolds has tormented Cubs pitching for many years, and now the right-handed batting Nick Gonzalez will take a strike. Reynolds now with 34 runs batted in, and he is at second. Pirates on top, 2-0 here in the first. Gonzalez hits a fly ball to shallow center. It'll be caught by Pete Crow Armstrong. Reynolds only bluffing, tagging up. By the way, no error on Pete a moment ago on the throw. As Lau had that single, he is ruled to have gone to second on the throw and no error charged.
I agree with that. He was, when you see the outfielder going to throw and he misses the cutoff man, he was going to second base no matter what, Lau, and that's, nobody advanced any farther than what was going to happen.
O'Neill Cruz, the batter, tall left-handed hitter, swings and misses. Not much familiarity between Wicks and these Pirate batters. No Pirate, for example, has more than 2 career at-bats against Jordan Wicks. It's 0-1. Lefty to lefty. Swinging a foul off to the left over near the Pirate dugout. The dugouts are very close to home plate here. I would think, Ron, if you're watching from the dugout, you better stay very alert.
Yeah, if you're going to stand on the top step, absolutely.
Between home plate and the dugouts on either side, maybe 50 feet, no more. Here's the pitch. Bouncing ball toward the hole. It's a base hit, and another run is going to score. Dansby was playing over toward the middle against the left-handed batting Cruz. He tried to frantically dive and keep the ball on the infield as he dove toward the hole, but he couldn't do it. And another run is in, and it's a very difficult start for Jordan Wicks. 3-0 Pirates with only 1 away and a man at first.
Now a little inside fastball up and in, and Cruz just inside outs this ball. It jams him, but it's a little, 3-hopper. But as you said, Pat, the alignment of the defense and the way all teams play now, is they put the opposite infielder. So with the left-handed hitter, that would be Dansby, right up the middle in that shortstop position, wide open. And he just hit a little roller through the left side.
Little conference on the mound gives us a chance to pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on 104.3 The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network, WSCR, WSCR-FM, and HD1 Chicago.
Wicks making his second career start against these Pirates. Started against them back in August of 23, right after he got called to the big leagues. Now Marcell Ozuna, veteran right-handed batting DH. He's got that lime-colored sleeve on his right arm and forearm. The runner goes, swing and a miss, throw it to second, and it is not in time. Cruz went in head first, close play. Warner took the throw and tried the backhand tag, but apparently too late.
Now, Cruz got a good jump. I'll tell you what, Kelly made a great throw. It was right on the bag, but Cruz just beat the play.
So another man in scoring position, already 3-0. And Ozuna takes upstairs, 2-1. Ozuna hitless in 4 at-bats last night, or yesterday afternoon. Here's a pitch outside for ball 3. So Wicks having a tough time. He walked the leadoff man and then started throwing strikes. He's given up 3 hits to the next 4 batters and now behind 3-1. And a chopper foul by Ozuna makes it a full count.
Ozuna, the one guy outside of Davis who is the catcher who hits 9th every night. Ozuna's the guy who hits in the middle of the lineup where they wanted him to. He's really the only guy that's gotten off to a slow start here for Pittsburgh. The rest of the group have all done pretty well swinging the bat.
3-2 to Ozuna. Fly ball. Good pitch in on the hands. The left fielder Happ coming in. Easy play for Ian over near the left field line. Shortstop Swanson in the vicinity, but it was Ian's play. And that's out number 2. 3-0 Buccos, and the batter is Esmerlin Valdez.
Feel like a Bosch prediction brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. Feel like a Bosch. Anybody feel like making a prediction for the rest of this ball game tonight?
Valdez feels like an Esmerlin.
There you go.
And he will take outside for a ball. Have you ever seen that name before? It's a new one on me. Esmerlyn. Esmerlin Valdez.
No, I have not.
Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss by Valdez. You don't think there's an Esmerlin Coomer somewhere in the family chain?
Yeah, there could be. I haven't met him yet. You know.
Valdez waiting. And the pitch taken down low for a ball. '22-year-old Esmerlin Valdez. Hitting .125 so far this year. And the next pitch from Jordan Wicks is inside for ball on the inside corner. Kind of a delayed call by home plate umpire Shane Lavensparger. 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Driven toward deep left center. Going back is Pete Crow Armstrong. That ball is gone. Into the Cub bullpen area at the deepest part of the park. At the 410 sign. It landed in the Cub bullpen. And the Pirates have taken a 5-0 lead here in the first inning.
Now this ball is well hit. That's it, as you said, Pat, the deepest part of the ballpark and one of the deepest left centers in the game. This the breaking ball starts out away and ends up in the middle of the plate. And Valdez right on time and hits this ball a long way.
Valdez with only his second home run, and that's one he will remember for a long time. You just don't see many home runs in that particular area in this park. It's 389 to dead center. Here's a ground ball to first, knocked down by Bush. Underhand feed to Wicks on the bag in time. But a damaging first inning for the Pirate offense. They score 5 times on 4 hits. We go to inning number 2. Pirates 5, Cubs nothing on the score. And the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
The ice, the snow, the summer humidity. Your home's exterior can take a beating. What if your siding was made to stand strong through it all? Hardy Fiber Cement Siding is engineered for our climate. It resists cracking in the freezing cold and won't swell in the summer heat. You get the timeless beauty of wood with lasting protection and low maintenance. Your home deserves the #1 brand of siding in North America. James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Learn more at jameshardy.com. That's jameshardy.com.
Summer's the time for making memories, not appointments. That's why there's Great Clips. You can use convenient online check-in to get in for a great haircut for less whenever you have time. Plus, their skilled salon stylists save your haircut details in clip notes, so you can get the same cut next time, no matter who you see. So what are you waiting for? Get in, get out, and get back to enjoying summer with time-saving haircuts at Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Heart surgery is no one's dream of retirement. I'm Beverly, and that's what I was facing when my cardiology team at Northwestern Medicine identified a diseased valve in my heart. But thanks to Dr. Gang and Dr. Ahmad's expertise, I didn't have to have open heart surgery.
With access to the top heart and vascular program in Illinois by U.S. News & World Report, Beverly's team at Central DuPage Hospital replaced her diseased aortic valve using a tiny catheter, and she was back on her feet in just a few days. Northwestern Medicine. Better.
Hey, Cubs fans, make history with your business in the Village of Bedford Park. To learn more, contact Adam Colopy at ACOLLOPY at villageofbedfordpark.com.
Top 2, Pirates 5, Cubs nothing. The second inning is brought to you by Sea Glass Wines, delivering
BedfordPark.com.
Top 2, Pirates 5, Cubs nothing. The second inning is brought to you by Sea Glass Wines, delivering crisp, refreshing flavors that hit every time. Pat?
Alex Bregman leads off, takes a strike, 0-1. Bregman 2 for 4 in the series opener yesterday. Let's see if he can get on and crank up a little Cubs rally and see if they can take a bite out of this 5-run deficit already. Bregman at 255. The pitch on the way to Alex. Line drive, base hit, solid single into left center. A mistake on 0-2 by the pitcher, and now Bregman going for 2 and makes it to second base. A hustling double. Ron, I took my eye off of the ball out in left center. Was it bobbled?
No, it was bobbled. What happened in center field is the left fielder, Reynolds, has this ball all the way, and Cruz cuts right in front of him, not knowing where Reynolds is at, and Cruz has to make an awkward catch on a dead sprint of the ground ball, and then because of that, Bregman sees that and just runs into second base. Kind of a misplay by Cruz.
Ian Happ drives one to deep center, going back is Cruz. That's over his head and against the wall. Rounding third is Bregman. He'll be waved in. There might be a play at the plate. The throw not in time. RBI double, Ian Happ. Cubs immediately coming back. 2 hard hit balls, both doubles by Bregman, and now Happ, who hit that one off the screen near the Cub bullpen. And he only missed a home run by maybe, 10 feet?
Yeah, he smokes this ball to one of the deepest parts of the ballpark, and Cubs answering. That's good to see, and they've been aggressive at home plate here early in the at-bats.
2 really hard hit balls. Ian Happ, the local native. He went to Mount Lebanon High School in the Pittsburgh area, and then went to the University of Cincinnati. Now Seiya Suzuki swings and misses.
Doubles by Cubs hitters. Sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Reliable, comfortable, convenient. Southwest just makes sense.
5-1 Pirates. Top of inning number 2. Suzuki 0 for 1 in yesterday's series opener. Takes inside for a ball, 1-2. It's a nice warm evening. It's a good night to hit. Gentle breeze blowing out toward left center. If you're going to make a comeback, this is the kind of a night you could do it, Ron.
You have very little wind, and what there is blowing out.
Fly ball to right. It'll be caught by Valdez. Holding at second is Happ. And Happ is going to try to move up, and the throw to third is in time. The Cubs are going to challenge that call. The throw by Valdez was up the line toward the left field side of third. Happ went in head first, appeared to get to the bag before being tagged by Gonzalez, but he was called out by the umpire Mark Ripperger, and immediately the Cubs challenge it, or they're not going to challenge it.
Number 25.
Yeah, it's not going to be challenged. Valdez makes a good, hard throw just to the outfield side of the third base bag. Gonzalez catches the ball, tags Happ on the shoulder, and it's a double play.
Quentin Berry, the third base coach, immediately pointed to the dugout. He thought it was an incorrect call by the umpire, but apparently not. So a double play, 9-5 on the rare twin killing. 2 down, a run in. Cubs trail 5-1, second inning. Moises Ballesteros swings and misses, and the count 1-2. Can't remember the last 9-5 double play we saw.
No, Valdez caught that ball kind of flat-footed and right. It carried farther at the end than he thought, but then he uncorked some kind of throw from deep right field to get out.
I was a bit surprised to see Ian trying to advance with the Cubs down by 4 runs, Ron.
Yep, I was too. I thought he would give it a good hard 3 or 4 steps and then pull up.
Yep.
But he did not.
Here's the bouncer toward the middle, backhanded by the second baseman. Lau throws to first in time. Cubs get a run on the doubles by Bregman and Happ. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Pirates 5, Cubs 1 on the
Chicago Cubs radio network.
What happened in 1948? The first monkey astronaut was launched into space, and Benny's Beverage Depot opened their doors just south of Wrigley Field at the corner of Clark and Sheffield. Ever since, Benny's has remained local, family-owned, and dedicated to helping you celebrate the best times of your life.
Did you know you could earn up to $600 when you open a checking account at Old National Bank?
$600? You could do a lot with that. Like tickets to somewhere warm?
Now boarding for Miami.
Or tickets to your favorite band.
Or tickets to your favorite band in Miami.
Boom! Now you're talking.
Earn up to a $600 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Additional restrictions apply. Visit oldnational.com/checking. Offer valid through June 30th, 2026. Member FDIC.
Plumbing emergency? Chicagoland depends on Plumbers 911. Licensed professional local 130 plumbers are available 24/7 for fast, reliable help. Call 833-PLUM-911. Local 130 plumbers get the job done right the first time.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Right now, for a limited time, you can lease the Hyundai Elantra for $189 a month, or choose to get $2,000 total savings. Offers end June 1st. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Fans know a steal when they see one, like tuxedos and suits from Suits 2020 in Niles. Why rent when you can own for about the same price? Schedule your steal when they see one, like tuxedos and suits from Suits 2020 in Niles. Why rent when you can own for about the same price? Schedule your free fitting at Suits2020.com.
Tuesday, June 2nd, the Cubs take on the A's at 7:05 on ALS night. Up to the first 5,000 early arriving fans of the Budweiser bleachers will receive an End ALS t-shirt presented by Sloan. Fans should visit Gallagher Way pregame for activities to help promote ALS awareness. Pat?
The Athletics at Wrigley next week. Zach, right you are. Here's a swing and a miss by Henry Davis. He had the game-winning home run in the 7th inning yesterday in the Pirates' 2-1 victory. His 4th home run of the year. The Athletics, don't look now, but they're in first place in the American League West.
How about that? Wouldn't have predicted that at the start of the season.
Now, their record is only 500, but everyone else is below that mark. Seattle, a game and a half back. Texas, 2.5. Houston, 3.5. Angels, 7 back. Fly ball, left field, foul, out of play. How about the Astros after sweeping the Cubs? They had a collaborative no-hitter against Texas in last night's baseball activity. Also reading about Milwaukee's flamethrower Jacob Misiorowski. My goodness. He set a record run. I'll tell you what it was in a minute, but he struck out 12 men, and he made 57 pitches of at least 100 miles an hour in one game. Now the pitch to Davis, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's out number 1. Now the 57 pitches clocked at 100 mph or higher. That is the most since the pitch tracking began back in 2008 in one game.
Yep. Pretty amazing, isn't it? This to have that kind of velocity through the whole game as a starting pitcher.
Hunter Green had the previous record of 47 pitches of 100 mph or above back in 2022. But this one, 57. This might stay for a while.
Yeah. Till he pitches next start. I don't think anybody else is going to be breaking that record. Now, him breaking his own, that's a possibility.
We saw him at Wrigley not too long ago, and he is impressive. You see a guy who throws that hard, you think, well, but he's walking too many guys.
Not
and you
anymore.
realize if he starts throwing strikes, he's going to be very formidable.
And he's throwing strikes now.
Connor Griffin at the plate. Griffin will take outside for a ball, 1-2.
Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers are brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers.
Griffin had a base on balls and scored a run his first time. Jordan Wicks to Connor Griffin. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Good change of pace. Strikeout number 2 now for Jordan Wicks.
Good changeup, probably the best changeup he's thrown. This ball starts out middle of the plate, fades down and away. Well, I'll tell you, for Wicks on the mound now, giving up 5 in the first inning, the Cubs could really need him to settle into this game and give him some innings.
Brendan Lau will swing and miss.
Cubs are on a pretty good stretch here. They've got 2 more games here in Pittsburgh, and then 3 in St. Louis before you get home for the off day.
The pitch to Lau, a swing and a miss. Cubs leadoff man presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. If a Cubs hitter gets a base hit to start a ball game, Benny's donates $200 to Service Dog Charities. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. And now the 0-2, swing and a miss.
How about that?
Wicks follows up a rough 5-run inning by striking out the side here in the second. We go to inning number 3.
Day through Friday with Rahimi, Harrison, Grody, 10 a.m. to 2 on 104.3 The Score.
For over 60 years, Fitzgerald Equipment has kept Illinois and Wisconsin moving with forklifts, rentals, and expert service. Featuring heli forklifts built to go the distance. Visit FitzgeraldEquipment.com. Trusted equipment powered by heli. Fitzgerald Equipment. Material handling handled. Proud partner of Cubs Radio.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you.
Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Morgan & Morgan, 332 South Michigan Avenue, Chicago.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like customer service associate at a dry cleaning shop.
Yeah, hi. I'm here to pick up my suit.
Ah, yes. Here you go.
There must be a mistake. This is too small.
It shrunk a whole lot. Look on the bright side. Now you have a suit you can give to a child.
This is a job for Sponsored Jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed Sponsored Jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Allstate knows your home means everything to you, and you'll do anything to protect it.
But not just with any protection. You want insurance that'll be there for you and your family when you need it most. And that's what Allstate's been doing for over 60 years. So check Allstate first for home insurance you can rely on. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Coverage subject to terms, qualifications, and availability. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Southwest Airlines is the official airline of your Chicago Cubs. And you can bet your sweet Cubbies we fly to their away games. Hint, hint. Official airline of your Chicago Cubs. And you can bet your sweet Cubbies we fly to their away games. Hint, hint.
Carson Kelly's on deck for the Cubs. Who's on deck is sponsored by TimberTech.
There's a bouncer back to the mound off the bat of Carson Kelly. Loved by Ashcraft. He'll wander about halfway to first and then shovel it to Horwitz. And that's out number one. What else you got, Zach?
So Who's on Deck, Pat, is sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. And that man now is Dansby Swanson.
Swanson hitting 186. 0 for 3 yesterday. And he'll take a fastball away from Braxton Ashcraft. Swanson, 7 homers, 27 driven in. We were talking about guys on a pace for certain numbers after the exact 1/3 of the campaign. Swing and a miss. When you look at Dansby, certainly he wants to bring his average up, but nothing wrong with the power numbers there, Ron. On a pace for 21 and 81.
Right, 21 and 81 there's nothing wrong with that.
PCA's pace would be 18 homers and 69 RBIs. Not bad. I'm sure he would want higher numbers than those in each category. Swanson takes down low. Michael Busch, despite his struggles, how about this? He's on a pace for 18 homers and 90 runs batted in. You can live with those.
Yeah.
Here's the bouncer wide of third. The shortstop bobbles it, and everyone's safe. Griffin and Gonzalez, they got too close to each other. They were aware of each other's presence, and I think that had something to do with Griffin bobbling the grounder. Is that going to be a base hit?
I think it's going to be an error on Griffin, but really the error is on Gonzalez. Either you go for that ball and you get there, or you really back away from it and let the shortstop make the play. Yeah, and I think, that was just one of those inexperienced third base plays, so it ends up being an error on the shortstop.
Here's a smash on the ground, backhanded by Lau. Go to second, one. The throw to first, not in time. Pete Crow Armstrong hit a bullet. Lau made a nice backhand stop. And they get the 4-6 fielder's choice at second, and that's out number 2 in the inning. PCA safe at first.
Nice play by Lau, there's no doubt. And, you get the lead runner. That's all you really could do. With Pete running down the line, you had no chance of getting him in a double play.
Opponents' errors, those are worth noting. Nico with a short lead, or rather Nico waiting, a short lead by PCA at first. A long look, and now the pitch. Nico will take a strike. Errors by the opposition. Ron, I've understood this is one of your favorite spots, and if you'd like to read it in the future, just let me know.
Well,
but
I thought Zach, we kind of designated Zach to be the official reader, but you go right ahead.
I missed that meeting. Here's the 0-1 from the right-hander Ashcraft, up and in. Errors by the opponent. Now see what you're going to be missing here as you listen to this. Sponsored by North Shore, the MVP of adult diapers.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't expect you to be that excited. For even the heaviest control problems. Now that part I thought you would get excited about.
I'm still working on the first one.
Visit NorthShore.com for more information. And I'm sure a lot of you will. Maybe even some of us in the booth will. Here's the 1-2 to Nico Horner. Fouled away. They're having some kind of a little motorcycle race.
Yeah.
Across the Clemente Bridge out beyond the right center field fence.
There are two guys doing wheelies on motorcycles all the way across the bridge.
Now the 1-2 pitch on the way. Nico takes inside for a ball.
Now,
2-2.
were you a motorcycle guy when you were young? Did you have like a dirt bike or motorcycle when you were younger?
My older brother had what was called, I believe, a Vespa.
Oh, yeah.
Like a little scooter with a motor in it.
That's a little different than what went across the
Very
bridge.
much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way. Nico hits a high fly ball. Shallow right. The second baseman, Lau, is there, and he'll make the catch. No runs, no hits, one Vespa and one left, and at the end of 2.5. Pirates 5, Cubs
10 a.m. to 2 on 104.3 The Score.
Right turn left at this light. Whoa. Almost missed that motorcycle. Close call. They're easy to miss, so I better look twice for motorcycles or it could be game over. Start seeing motorcycles. It's not a game.
Right now is the perfect time to upgrade your AC before the summer heat wave begins. Four Seasons is having their spring savings event. You'll get 72 months of interest-free financing with up to $4,000 in rebates. And listen to this, Four Seasons will beat any competitor's offer by up to $1,000 guaranteed. For all your cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs, you know who to call.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
You're out of there, leaky store brands.
When all else fails, switch to North Shore Adult Diapers. That's total lockdown protection for even the heaviest control problems. Try North Shore Adult Diapers at northshore.com today and focus on life, not leaks.
In a world in need of a hero, one man rises to the challenge in style. He is...
just driving the kids to soccer practice.
Make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid with up to an EPA-estimated 619 miles of range on select trims, advanced tech, and class-leading interior space. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
And hey, come on, no cleats on the seats.
Surround yourself in color with Regal Select from Benjamin Moore. Rich, durable, and effortlessly beautiful. Find yours at your locally owned retailer. Visit BenjaminMoore.com today. Effortlessly beautiful. Find yours at your locally owned retailer. Visit BenjaminMoore.com today.
Bottom three, it's the Pirates 5 and the Cubs 1. Cloudy and 78 degrees here in Pittsburgh. Time and temperature sponsored by Circa Sports. Sports betting the way it should be with no bet fees. Pat?
Brian Reynolds first up in the Pirate third. Reynolds had a 2-run double in the first. That started the scoring. O'Neill Cruz drove in a run to make it 3-0, and Esmeralyn Valdez with a 2-run homer to put a cap on the 5-run rally. Cubs got their only run on a pair of doubles in the second inning by Bregman and Happ. Fly ball to center, snagged by PCA, and that's out number 1. Nick Gonzalez coming up.
Third inning is brought to you by Consumers Credit Union, the people in your corner who stand up for you wherever you go. And this inning is sponsored by Vesco QQQ, proud partners of the Chicago Cubs.
Zach said he would like to play the attendance game.
Okay.
The Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game.
Does he want to go first?
Sure. I guess I should have let him answer that.
Yeah,
Zach, are you ready to go?
Do I have a choice? I'm going to go 15,000 on the dot.
14,000?
15.
Okay. Here comes the 0-1 from Wicks, and it's down low. Ron, are you ready?
Sure. I will go 13,200.
Here's the 1-1, a swing and a miss. I spent a lot of time this afternoon thinking about my guess.
Okay.
11,111.
That was something.
Swing and a miss by Gonzalez. Good fastball by Wicks. And that's out number 2. Wicks settling down. Since the barrage of 5 runs he allowed in the first, he has set down 6 in a row, and 4 of those on strikeouts.
Yeah. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers. Brought to you by Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers.
Cruz, big, tall, left-handed batter with lots of power. Cruz already 11 home runs. We were talking about the pace on which certain players are after the first 1/3 of the year. This guy, 33 and 102 home runs and RBIs for his pace, and any hitter would take that.
Yep. Yeah, big, strong guys you've mentioned throughout the series so far. Big guy, strong, can hit the ball a long way.
Here's a line drive past Horner, out toward right center. Over to pick it up is Suzuki. That was a do or die. An absolute bullet to the backhand side of Nico, and it was a short hop to boot. And he tried to put leather on it, just could not do it. It was a screaming one-hopper, and it goes for a single. I did expect O'Neill Cruz to try for a double.
Yeah, he smokes this ball past Nico, but, you know, he really didn't run hard out of the box. He kind of jogged down to first, kind of conceding that it was just going to be a single.
Ozuna with that lime sleeve on his right arm. Do I have the right color? Is that lime colored? It's not really yellow, not really green. More yellow than green.
I think you can go with lime. That's just fine.
Here's the pitch inside to Ozuna.
I really think this is the only, well, maybe the Athletics, that it goes with the uniform.
Yeah.
And it did not really look, it didn't fit really in St. Louis when we saw him, but that's the way it goes.
I'm sure that's what he and his agent were discussing when they were thinking of teams to play for next year.
It definitely helped brighten up the stadium. There's no doubt about that.
And now the 2-0 to Marcel. Taken outside, 3-0. With a 4-run lead, is there any doubt he's got the green light here?
No, and he's been struggling at the plate, so I would imagine Pittsburgh, you know, they would love to see him in these hitters' counts to give him the green light to go ahead and swing.
Taken for a strike, 3-1.
Took that fastball inner half, taking all the way.
5-1 Pirates. We're in the bottom of inning number 3. 2 down, a runner at first. And the next offering. Lifted foul off to the right, out of play, and the count now is full.
Good pitch by Wicks, little 3-1 changeup. That was a good pitch.
Pirates out hitting the Cubs 5-2. Lead at the pay window 5-1. And the 3-2 pitch. Bouncing ball to the shortstop Swanson. He will make a running throw to first to get his man. And that ends the inning. It's on to the 4th. Pirates 5, Cubs 1 on the score in the Northwestern Medicine.
Red carpet. It's award season. Look who's here.
Hi, we're ABOC, a leading business bank founded over 100 years ago in Chicago.
That's glamorous. Why are you here tonight?
ABOC was named one of Newsweek's America's Best Regional Banks for 2026.
So you're a winner.
Well, the real winner is our customers. Businesses and over 200 labor unions trust our expert teams for cash management, investments, and loans.
Learn more at ABOC.com.
Banking built on a foundation of trust.
And awards.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement. Attention shoppers. If you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Pool days call for cookouts and lots of laundry. This Memorial Day at Lowe's, save $80 on a Charbroil Performance Series 4-burner gas grill. Now just $199. Plus, get up to 45% off select major appliances to keep dishes, clothes, and food fresh. Having fun in the sun is easy with us in your corner. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 5/27. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. See associate or Lowe's.com for details.
Heard in a crash? Someone else's fault? Call D&W, Chicago's injury law group. They'll fight to make it right. Call the 8s, 312-888-8888.
The Out-of-Town Scoreboard is sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Clubs
312-888-8888.
The Out-of-Town Scoreboard is sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app. Save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. The Nationals leading the Guardians 4-0. Bottom four in Cleveland. James Wood, a 2-run shot for Washington, his 15th. Other action, the Orioles lead the Rays 3-1 in the top of the fourth.
Michael Busch takes the low and in. Zach, ball one. What else you got?
The Angels lead the Tigers 2-1. They're in the last of the third in Detroit. Vaughn Grissom with a 2-run single.
Braxton Ashcraft to Michael Busch, ball two.
Jarren Duran, a leadoff home run for Boston. Red Sox leading the Braves 2-0. They're now in the bottom of the third inning. Top two, no score. Marlins and Blue Jays in Toronto. And the Reds strike first.
There's a strike, 2-1.
Cincinnati leading the New York Mets 2-0. Bottom of the first inning in Queens. Pat?
Very good, Zach. Thank you. Here it's 5-1 Pirates in the fourth inning. Busch showing bunt. Bunts toward third. That's going to be a base hit. Yes, sir. The throw to first, not in time. Bunt single. Pretty smart thinking by Michael. You don't see guys in the middle of the order lay down a lot of bunts, and I think it kind of surprised the Buccos.
Yeah, it did, and, they're playing around, and shifting, and Gonzalez playing kind of in a hole between short and third against Michael, so if he just gets the ball past the pitcher, it's going to be a base hit, and he did just that.
Let's see if that cranks up a rally. Alex Bregman, the hitter. Bregman had a double, scored the Cubs run his first time.
Clean up hitters, and that's Bregman, sponsored by Chicagoland's appliance leader, Grand Appliance. Get your all-star KitchenAid kitchen today at grandappliance.com.
Grand Appliance, they were a sponsor for many years. And it's great to have them back. 1 ball and 1 strike on Alex Bregman. Busch a short lead at first. The hard-throwing right-hander Ashcraft deals. Here's a base hit to right. Bregman is 2 for 2. Stopping at second is Busch. And the Cubs have something cooking here in the fourth inning. Down by 4, but a lot of baseball left.
Now Bregman hits the ball between, in left center. It ended up being a double. Really should have been a single. Cruz with kind of a misplay. But the thing that I'm liking is Bregman using the whole field. That time he shoots a little line drive the other way. And he had 2 hits in yesterday's ballgame, so maybe he's starting to snap out of this a little bit.
Ian Happ will take a strike. Happ doubled off the center field fence his first time and drove in the only Cubs run. There are some Cub fans here, many of them congregating right behind the first base dugout. Here's a smash to short, glove by Griffin, steps on the bag, throws to first in time. Griffin right near second base, had Happ being played perfectly, and it becomes a double play with Busch advancing to third, but now there are 2 down.
Yeah, this ball a little too hopper, and it comes right up to Griffin. This is a tailor-made double play.
Here is Suzuki. Let's see if he can at least drive in a run in this situation. There's a bouncer toward the middle, right where the second baseman Lau is, and the inning is over. Suzuki bounces out to second. It looked promising, but it fizzled quickly. Cubs don't score. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Pirates 5, Cubs 1 on the score in the Northwestern Medicine.
It's hard to imagine buying anything more important than your future home.
I know the place is empty, but do you hear that?
It sounds like thanks.
What about that puppy?
Let's do this. With a mortgage from Consumers Credit Union, you get a super helpful team, low fees, and rates so great they make dreams come true. Consumers Credit Union, the people in your corner. Consumers Credit Union is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 692733. Federally insured by NCUA.
Furnished by IntelliBrands. Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Get an Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact. Improve your flexibility and balance. Strengthen and tone your legs.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better, and it makes me feel stronger too.
My circulation is moving. I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
It's so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. And for a limited time, get a free upgrade to our deluxe bundle with a faster motor, sport mat, and wireless remote. Call 800-555-1212. That's 800-555-1212. 800-555-1212 now. These statements and products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
Shop Grand Appliance for expert advice, fast delivery, and the lowest prices every day on top brands like KitchenAid, Maytag, and more. Visit grandappliance.com for full details.
Spiegel and Holmes talk Cubs baseball and Chicago's
Tag and more. Visit grandappliance.com for full details.
Spiegel and Holmes talk Cubs baseball and Chicago sports every weekday from 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score and the Odyssey app. Pat?
Esmerlin Valdez will lead off this fourth inning for the Pirates. He homered his first time up. A 2-run blow, and that put a cap on the 5-run rally in the first. Jordan Wicks' first pitch, missing for ball 1. For Valdez, his second home run of the year. He's got 4 runs batted in. Here comes the 1-0, and that's a good fastball strike. Just halfway through the series after this one, 2 more games, both night games, both starting at 5:40 Central Time. By the way, the lights are on tonight. And tonight's game is powered by ComEd. (5-1) Pittsburgh. Bottom of inning number 4. Here's a pitch outside. 3-1.
Well, now you got to be careful. Valdez hit the home run in his last at bat over the 410 mark.
And now the pitch, and that's going to be in there for a called strike 2.
Yeah, good off-speed pitch on 3-1. A little 3-1 changeup to Valdez.
Now time called. Backing away is Valdez. Spencer Horwitz to follow, and then Henry Davis. The left-hander Wicks fires. It's a big chop to short. To his left is Swanson. Makes the play, makes the throw, and gets him. Good play. 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pirates on top 5-1. And the batter is Spencer Horwitz.
Good pitch by Wicks. He got behind in the count, made a good pitch on 3-1, a change to get the count to 3-2, and then throws a good fastball, a little fading heater in the outside corner to get the little rollover ground ball.
Horwitz hits a little roller fair down the third base line, and Horwitz is going to take a big turn and hold with a single. A little squibber right off the end of the bat. Bregman playing well off the line. And that ball died on the grass, maybe 50 feet down the line from the third base bag. That kind of epitomizes the fortunes of the two teams in this game.
Yep, I would agree. That ball, you could underhand roll one harder than that ball was hit.
Hit it right off the end of the bat, but it goes for a single. And Henry Davis hits a sky-high pop fly into shallow center. Pete Crow Armstrong there makes the catch alongside Dansby Swanson. And it's out number 2.
I'd love to see Wicks continue on now that he's kind of settled into the game after giving up 5 runs in the first. But boy, if he could give the Cubs some innings now and, you know, save the bullpen, that would be huge for Craig Counsell's pen.
As you say that, Ron, I was thinking about Ben Brown last night. Yes, the Cubs did drop the ball game, a tough loss 2-1. But what a job by Ben Brown. 6 innings, 1 earned run. You'll take that every single time. And I guess you try to look for certain positive things, even when the team is in the midst of a losing streak.
Yep. I think, you know, Ben Brown has been injected into that rotation. And first 2 starts were short because they needed to stretch him out, but he did it. And now that I don't know if he's quite fully stretched out yet, but got to be close. He was in the mid-80s with pitches when he came out yesterday, but very good fastball, good knuckle curve. He was using the change and the sinker on occasion, but it was a very good outing for him.
And that's what every pitcher likes to do, Ron. I'm talking about stringing together several good performances in a row. Your confidence just builds and builds, and that's what you want. Here's the 2-1. Fly ball, right field, shallow. Racing in, Suzuki makes a running catch. Nice play by Seiya. Pirates don't score. It's on to the 5th inning. Zach will join Ron in a moment at the end of 4.
Day, Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on 104.3 The Score.
Here's a club you'll want to get to, Club Citgo, the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Download Club Citgo today. Savings could up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Whoa, boss, how did that happen?
Mind your business.
I mean, how did a forklift make a shish kebab out of our company truck?
I said mind your business, Billy. It's why we have auto owners. We work with an independent agent to customize our policies. So when the unexpected happens, we know we're covered. Because unlike you, minding our business is their business.
Oh, that's simple human sense.
Ask Evertree Insurance Services in Frankfurt if auto owners make sense for you.
Roofers and Waterproofers Local 11 provides exceptional service in all facets of the roofing and waterproofing industry, developing skilled craftsmen through apprenticeship training and providing systems that keep Chicago and Northern Illinois dry. To find a highly skilled roofing contractor, go to ChicagoRoofingContractors.org.
Get a $15 O'Reilly gift card after rebate when you buy 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Surround yourself in color with Regal Select from Benjamin Moore. Rich, durable, and effortlessly beautiful. Find yours at your locally owned retailer. Visit BenjaminMoore.com today. Benjamin Moore. Rich, durable, and effortlessly beautiful. Find yours at your locally owned retailer. Visit BenjaminMoore.com today.
Top of the 5th in Pittsburgh. It's the Pirates with a 5-1 lead over the Cubs. Moises Ballesteros at the plate, and he looks at a splitter for a strike from right-hander Braxton Ashcraft. Pirates struck for all 5 of their runs in the first inning. Here's the pitch. Ballesteros looks at a ball low. That was a sinking fastball that missed. Clocked at 97 miles per hour. Count is 1-1. Ballesteros, left-handed batter. Ashcraft, the right-hander, deals, and Ballesteros pulls one on the ground, foul off to the right, 1-2. Jordan Wicks making his season debut. He settled down after that rough first inning. Carson Kelly on deck to be followed by Dansby Swanson. Ashcraft deals, and Ballesteros swings and misses. Strike 3, got him with a breaking ball, 1 away.
Yeah, good backdoor hook to get Ballesteros. That ball starts out in the zone, ends up low. Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Kelly digs in, right-handed batter against the right-hander Ashcraft. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike, a slider that spins into the zone, 0-1.
First out in the inning, always sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
And there's a looper in a right center field. It drops in for a base hit. And the ball bobbled by O'Neill. It gets by him and rolls all the way to the track. Kelly will take second on the play.
That's a base hit as it's just hitting the gap, and then E8. And that's the second base that Cruz has given up on what should be just routine singles. He did not get charged with an error earlier in the game on the ball that Bregman hit, but it was a mental mistake, and now he makes another mental mistake in right center by not just catching the routine ground ball, and it gives Kelly an extra 90 feet.
Dansby Swanson at the plate, fouls the first pitch back, 0-1. Let's see if the Cubs can take advantage of this mistake. They've been searching for offense during this 9-game losing streak. Sometimes you get a little help from the opponent.
Yeah.
Got to take advantage. Kelly at second, 1 away. Cubs down by 4 here in the 5th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now on Swanson. I guess this gives me an opportunity to read the following. Errors by opponents are sponsored by North Shore, the MVP of adult diapers.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. For even the heaviest
go,
control
Nate.
problems, visit northshore.com. So, Pat, I got one
Yeah.
for what it's worth.
I think you did a heck of a job.
Yeah, don't tell Pat. Because he'll never read it again.
I think you did a great job with that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
We love the people from North Shore here on Cubs Radio. Here comes the 0-2. Swanson swings and misses. Strike 3. Got him with a slider off the outside. 2 away.
They go inside hard against Dansby with the fastball. Two-seamer running in. He fouled it off, and then they went away with the little slider down and away out of the zone.
Here's Pete Crow Armstrong, 0 for 2 today. Left-handed batter. Ashcraft delivers. And PCA flinches at a pitch low and inside. They say he went around. That's a strike.
Pete did not like the call. He was pretty emphatic with the home plate umpire, Shane Levenspager. We have not seen a replay of this yet. Still haven't.
From way up here, it looked low and inside, but...
Yeah, it was on the check swing is what Pete didn't like.
Now the 0-1. That's low.
Yeah, the hitter, when you think it's close and the home plate umpire calls it, what you get upset about is they've got the option of going to the third base umpire, which is Mark Rippinger right now, but home plate umpire called it himself.
Crow Armstrong looks at a slider low, so the count now is 2-1. Why doesn't the home plate umpire appeal on those
They
balls?
don't have to. If they feel like they've got the call themselves, they just make the call. They definitely have the option to do that.
2 down, a man at second. Now the 2-1. Crow Armstrong swings and misses at a slow-moving curveball. The count is 2-2.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. It can get under the skin a little bit of the hitter. But as we've seen so many times, most of the time you swing.
And the 2-2. Missed. Did it hit him?
Yep.
It hit Pete Crow Armstrong. Fastball clocked at 98 miles per hour. So Pete heads to first base. Cubs now have 2 on with 2 away, and Nico Horner will stand in.
Yep, just clipped him in that arm guard, that left elbow guard ever so slightly. And it didn't even stop the ball from being caught by the catcher. It just barely clips him. You could hear the little nick as the home plate umpire immediately was on the call, so Pete takes his base.
All right, so Nico digs in, right-handed batter. Ashcraft delivers, and Horner swings and misses at a blazing 98-mile-per-hour fastball. 0-1. Come to think of it, it was a 98-mile-per-hour heater that hit Crow Armstrong. You would have heard him scream up here if that hit skin.
Yeah, if it squared him up, absolutely.
The 0-1 delivery is foul back off the screen.
Now they had a little backdoor pick against Pete at first base. Horwitz, the first baseman, was coming in behind. If that ball was not fouled off by Nico, they had a shot at Pete at first.
0-2 the count, 2 on, 2 away. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, as Ashcraft gets Horner with a curveball. Cubs leave 2, middle 5, Pittsburgh, a 5-1 lead over the Cubs. On the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Listen for the great Cubs guest.
And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? During the Xfinity Summer Savings Event, now through June 15th, new customers can get our best price on gig Wi-Fi. Just $50 a month for 5 years. And get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. It's Wi-Fi that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense. Plus, add 1 line of Xfinity Mobile Select and you can save an average of $60 a month over Verizon and AT&T. You can even try it free for a year. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities during the Xfinity Summer Savings Event. Get it now at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Savings based on 1 gig internet and 1 mobile select line compared to similar Verizon and AT&T plans over 5 years. After 12 months, regular rates apply to mobile select. Xfinity internet required. Speeds vary. Use of fiber coaxial cable.
Hey, Chicago, Coom here. Stats don't lie. Want MVP numbers in light beer? That's Flight by Yuengling. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, crisp, refreshing. That's elite efficiency. Other beers, padding stats with extra carbs and no flavor. Care about your beer stats? The choice is obvious. Flight is dominating. Numbers don't lie, Chicago. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. DG Yuengling & Son, enjoy responsibly.
At Consumers Credit Union, you're more than an account number. They put the focus on you. Partner with the people in your corner today at myconsumers.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
On Friday, June 5th, the Cubs take on the Giants at 1:20 in the afternoon, up to the first 5,000.
UA.
On Friday, June 5th, the Cubs take on the Giants at 1:20 in the afternoon, up to the first 5,000 early arriving fans in the Budweiser bleachers. 21 and older receive a Cubs 1910 replica jersey presented by Budweiser. Don't miss this opportunity. Brandon Lau digs in to begin the bottom of the 5th inning for Pittsburgh. Left-hander Jordan Wick steals, and the first pitch is dribbled foul behind the plate. Count is 0-1. Lau, a left-handed hitter. He singled and scored a run in a 5-run first inning for the Pirates. Pittsburgh up 5-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bregman playing wide of third in on the infield grass. Wick steals, and a line drive off the glove of Nico Horner on a hop. Horner on a hop into right field for a base hit.
Second hit of the ball game for Lau. This ball's well struck with topspin at Nico, and it explodes when it hits the dirt and bounces up high over him. Nico's had a couple really tough plays at second base today.
So here comes the dangerous Brian Reynolds. Switch hitter batting from the right side against the lefty Wicks. Reynolds had a 2-run double in the first. Lau with good speed at first base, being held on by Bush, and the pitch looped down the right field line, slicing foul out of play. 0-1. It's Star Wars night here at PNC Park in Pittsburgh, so the graphics on the video board are very confusing to me at times. I figured it out after I saw, 13 different people wearing Star Wars costumes today. Here's the pitch, and a hard hit line drive into the left field gap, fielded on a hop near the track by Happ, who gets the ball back into the infield, but not in time to prevent Reynolds from his second double of the ball game, stopping at third base. Lau.
Well, this is a good play by Ian going into the gap in left center. If this ball gets past him, it's going right into that 410 corner. He cuts it off in the grass and for sure saves the Cubs a run as of now and keeps Reynolds at second base. So nice play by Ian to hold this to a double.
The cleanup man, Nick Gonzalez, at the plate with men at second and third. The pitch. Gonzalez loops one into shallow right. This is going to drop in for a base hit. Another run comes in as Lau scores, stopping at third base. Reynolds, RBI single, Nick Gonzalez. It's now 6-1 Pittsburgh here in the 5th.
And that's the one thing about this Pittsburgh ball club. When you look at this club, you didn't think much about the offensive side of this club coming out of spring. You really looked at the starting pitching and went, wow, they got some really good arms. The offense has done their job, and it's people like Gonzalez who have stepped in with, because of injury to someone else, and, he's hitting 300, right there, instantly takes that down and away changeup instead of hooking it, which the Cubs are hoping he'd do. He goes with it and dumps it into right field, exactly what you're supposed to do, and I think that's what you're seeing with this Pittsburgh club. Good situational hitting along with guys just having pretty good years.
Tommy Hotovy was out on the mound talking to Wicks as the home plate umpire Shane Livensparker breaks up the meeting, wants to get the game going. Still no one out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pirates have already scored 1 run in the frame. They're up 6-1 over the Cubs. O'Neill Cruz will dig in. Men at the corners for Pittsburgh. Cruz 2 for 2 with an RBI, both singles. Powerful batter who hits from the left side against the left-hander Wicks. The runner from first goes. The pitch hits Cruz. And now the Pirates have the bases loaded. Cruz staring at Wicks as he leans over to remove the protective shin guard that he's got on his right leg.
Yeah, Cruz upset that he got hit by the pitch, but Wicks not trying to hit him, that's for sure. This ball, it's actually on Cruz. He starts to swing and hits him in the back elbow. That's on him, not really. Didn't hit him like in the body where you'd think the ball's way off the plate. This ball's not that far out of the strike zone.
Some more trouble for the Cubs. No one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Bases loaded. Marcell Ozuna at the plate, and he looks at a fastball from Wicks. Strike one.
Cubs playing the middle infielders back halfway so they can turn two if they get a ground ball. They can also go home.
And the pitch. Ozuna pops it foul out of play, just to the right of us. 0-2. Reynolds is at third base. Gonzalez at second. Cruz at first. No one out. Bottom 5, 6-1 Pirates, and they're looking for more. Ozuna at the plate with an 0-2 count. Wicks along set. And now the pitch. High and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ozuna definitely a double play candidate. He will roll over on the ground ball.
Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Wicks took something off that one and got Ozuna one away.
And Ozuna's hearing it from this Pittsburgh fan base coming into the ball game today. 184 he is hitting.
And now he's 0 for 3 tonight. Esmerlin Valdez digs in. The rookie outfielder blasted a 2-run home run in the first inning. It went 415 feet to left center. Now time called. Craig Counsell is making the slow walk out to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change here in Pittsburgh. 1 down, the bases loaded for the Pirates. Pitching changes by the Cubs are sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Pirates lead 6-1. We're in the last of the fifth. On the Score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Talk Cubs on Rahimi, Harrison, Grody. Middays 10 a.m. to 2 on 104.3 The Score. This is the Northwestern Medicine.
Funky software. 100 different logins. Just to run your business?
There's a better way. Odoo. One simple, connected platform that handles sales, inventory, accounting, and more. So you can focus on growing, not juggling. Make the switch today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love. Sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
Chicago weather is tough. Your home siding should be tougher. Hardy Siding is engineered for our climate. James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Learn more at jameshardy.com.
As left-hander Ryan Rollison warms up, let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. On the Score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Spiegel and Holmes talking Cubs afternoons 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score. This is the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network, WSCR, WSCR FM, and HD1 Chicago.
Alongside Ron Coomer, Zach Zaidman with you. Bottom of the fifth here at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Cubs in trouble. They're down 6-1 here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Bases are loaded for the Pirates. And Esmeralda, bottom of the fifth inning. Bases are loaded for the Pirates. And Esmerlin Valdez will dig in. Right-handed batter against the left-hander Ryan Rollison, who's 3-1 this season in 13 games, Coom, with a 3.60 ERA.
Boy, Rollison's really, and so are the Cubs, looking for that ground ball. They'd love a one-hopper to Dansby.
First pitch is inside. 1-0 the count to Valdez. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a 2-run home run. Reynolds at third, Gonzalez at second, Cruz at first. 1 down. Here's the 1-0. Check swing and a pitch up high. He did not go around. 2-0 the count.
First out of the inning, always sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Bush playing in wide at first. Here's the pitch. Misses inside. 3-0 now on Valdez.
Yeah, they're trying to stay inside on Valdez and get him to hit a little jam shot to the left side of the infield, but he has not chased any of these pitches in.
There's nowhere to put him with the bases loaded. Here's the pitch. That one misses inside. Ball 4. Reynolds comes in to score, and the Pirates now go up 7-1.
All the same pitches inside. They didn't miss by much. Kelly framed the last one, trying to get that call, but just in off the plate.
So here is Spencer Horwitz, 1 for 2 with a single. Bases still loaded, just 1 away. 7-1 Pirates here in the bottom of the 5th. Rollison looks at second. He deals. That almost hit the umpire, Livensparger, who called time, and as he was trying to get out of the way, the pitch was already delivered.
Well, it's a pitch clock violation, and then the ball thrown down, and Livensparger goes down. It goes right through his legs as he walks out from behind Kelly, and then pitch down. So it's ball 1 is the count in the pitch clock violation.
So here's the 1-0. That's in their first strike. 1-1 the count. A slider that put the middle of the zone. Knee high on the inner half. Here's the 1-1. Horwitz fouls it out of play off to the left. 1-2. 2 runs already in for the Pirates here in the 5th. They're up 7-1 over the Cubs. Game 2 of this 4-game set. Cubs in danger of losing their 10th consecutive ball game. Bases loaded for Pittsburgh. Just 1 away. The pitch. Horwitz lines one foul out of play off to the left. 1-2. Horwitz on the year hitting at .285. He's got 5 home runs. Rollison works on the third base side of the rubber. Here's the pitch. And a high fly ball hit to deep center. Crow Armstrong back on the track near the wall. Makes the catch. 2 away. Tagging and coming in to score Gonzalez. The rest of the runners also tag and advance. It's now 8-1 Pittsburgh here in the 5th. Sacrifice fly, Spencer Horwitz.
Now this ball is really well struck. This has a chance of going out of the yard in a lot of ballparks, but it's very deep in that left center area. Pete catches this ball 1 step from the bullpen, the Cubs bullpen, and because of how deep the ball was hit, everybody advances 90 feet.
So now men at second and third with 2 away. Henry Davis at the plate. The pitch. A bouncing ball hit on the left side. Sprawling stop to his left by Bregman. Up on his feet. The throw to first in time to get Davis. That is out number 3. Nice play by Bregman, but the damage done by Pittsburgh. 3 more runs score. 8.
Game here on the Chicago Cubs radio network.
Hey Cubs fans, Southwest Airlines here on why flying Southwest from Chicago just makes sense. The nonstops you want, the reliability you need, and an elevated experience. With free Wi-Fi for Rapid Rewards members thanks to T-Mobile, plus options for extra legroom seats. They're like a 7th inning stretch for your whole flight. Southwest Airlines, official airline of your Chicago Cubs. Visit southwest.com/airfare-types-benefits for more information. Available on Wi-Fi-enabled designated aircraft.
At 19 weeks pregnant, I found out my blood was attacking my baby. I'm Ellen, and
My team said her only chance at survival was a rare procedure.
Top ranked in Illinois for obstetrics and gynecology by U.S. News & World Report, the team at Northwestern Maternal Fetal Medicine Clinic treats high-risk pregnancies from across Chicagoland. They performed an unprecedented 5 in utero blood transfusions to ensure Ellen and her baby had a compatible blood type.
Today, my baby is healthy and full of life.
Northwestern Medicine. Better.
Corn isn't just grown here, it works here. Illinois corn is a real heavy hitter, leading the nation in output and driving a $148 billion economic impact statewide. From jobs and products to opportunities in communities across Illinois, corn keeps our economy moving season after season. From first pitch to the final out, corn delivers for Illinois. Learn more about our homegrown economy made possible with corn at watchusgrow.org/corn.
Save time every time for a great haircut. Just download the Great Clips app or check in online at greatclips.com. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Michael Bush.
Or check in online at greatclips.com. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Michael Bush on deck for the Cubs. Who's on Deck is sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com.
Zach, here we go. Inning number 6. First pitch to Bush, fouled away down the right field line. Braxton Ashcraft still in the game. He has allowed 1 run on 5 hits. And he and the Pirates lead 8-1. The next offering to Bush is taken for a strike. Bush with a strikeout and a single so far tonight. Bregman on deck, and then Ian Happ. Ashcraft, the native of the Lone Star State, fires. Here's a foul off to the left out of play. Born in Austin, Texas, 26 years ago. Pirates made him a second-round pick in the 2018 draft. And the next offering, taken outside for a ball. Think about all the power pitchers from the great state of Texas. Kerry Wood, Roger Clemens, Nolan Ryan. Here's a pitch low and inside for a ball, 2-2, among others. Bush homered yesterday. He will take outside for a ball. Cubs offense sputtering here in Pittsburgh. Just 1 run on 6 hits in yesterday's game. Bush's homer the only tally. And tonight just 1 run through 5. It's not nearly enough so far. They trail by 8-1. We're going to take a look at some baseball history as we move along. Lots of things have happened on the 26th of May down through the baseball years. We'll get to some of those here shortly. This date in baseball history brought to you by villageofbedfordpark.com. It's time to make history for your business in Bedford Park. Now the pitch to Bush is high and outside, ball 4. Well, let's see if that starts a rally. Many times the base on balls will wake up the offense. Cubs need lots of hits to win this game as Alex Bregman stands in.
Big day in baseball history today, right?
Yes, sir. Deep drive left center field, playable for Reynolds. The left fielder makes the catch. In some parks that might have been close to the fence, but here it's a cavernous 410 feet to that area in left center field. It's almost impossible to hit a home run in that area. And that's out number 1. I remember this run. Now, here's a very strange thing that happened in a game between the Cubs and Pirates on this date in 1997.
Okay.
Check swing grounder back toward the mound. The catcher, Davis, throws the ball away down the right field line. Everyone's going to move up 90, and the Cubs have men at second and third. I think it would have been an easier play for Braxton Ashcraft. He was right there, but the catcher called him off, apparently, Ron. Grabbed the ball and made a bad throw.
Yeah, kind of an odd play. And, also Horwitz didn't do any favors to the catcher. He didn't get, this ball was thrown hard and at his ankles, and I don't think he was anticipating a bad throw. So you got to get into a position where when a guy's got to cut one loose fairly close to you, you got to be ready to catch the ball, and he was not.
Seiya Suzuki, the batter, men at second and third. And let's see if Seiya can get the Cubs a little bit closer. They trail 8-1.
Now, did they give the error on the catcher, I do believe, right? On Davis? E2, right?
Here comes the 1-0. Inside, did he get hit? Yes, he did. Is he okay? Seiya tried to twist the upper body to get out of the way. And he got hit by the pitch. He seems to be okay. Or about as okay as you can be after being hit by a 95-mile-an-hour missile. And the trainer's going to take a look at him. Craig Counsell's going to take a look at Seiya. The bags will be loaded.
Oh, yeah, it hits him right in the tip of the back, that right elbow. That one's going to leave a mark. That hurts. It's very similar to how Cruz got hit. Cruz, the ball was not at the body, where it was going to hit him. It's that start of the swing and the back elbow comes down, and that's what got hit for both guys.
Seiya says, I'm fine. Sort of. And play will continue. Bags are loaded now. Bush at third. Bregman at second. Happ at first. One away. Let me correct that. Here's a swing and a foul off to the left, out of play. Suzuki, the runner at first after being hit by the pitch. So you've got the bags loaded with one away. It was the catcher who made the throwing error, E2, allowing Ian Happ to reach a moment ago. Here's the next offering. Swing and a chopper foul. Cubs could use a long ball right now, Ron, to get back in this game.
Yeah, they could. They could use a big swing of the bat, either an extra base hit or a home run. An extra base hit kind of keeps the line moving and at least drive in a couple. But they need some good things to happen on offense.
Now the 0-2 from the right-hander. Swinging a foul out of play. Errors by the opponents, sponsored by North Shore, the MVP of adult diapers. For even the heaviest control problems, visit northshore.com. Cub fans ready to make some noise. Here's a little chopper back to the mound. The throw goes to the plate in time. Force play, 1-2 on the play at the plate. Bases remain loaded, but now there are two down. Fielder's choice.
Yeah, little cue shot off the end of the bat. And actually a nice play by Ashcraft as he catches this ball and then chooses to go home to not allow the run.
And it's up to Carson Kelly. Kelly with a ground out and a single. After Ashcraft's pitch is dribbled up the first baseline, it goes foul.
Well, the catcher Davis popped out of there behind home plate trying to grab this ball going down the line before it got fouled. Just couldn't get to it. And that's fortunate for the Cubs.
Ashcraft nearing the end of his night of work, 82 pitches so far. And he is one of the most valuable young arms. Wouldn't imagine he'd go much beyond 100, if that. It's 0-1 on the Cubs' right-handed batting catcher, Carson Kelly. Bags loaded. Here's a grounder toward the middle, fielded by Lau. Shovels to Griffin. 4-6 on the fielder's choice, and that ends the inning. Cubs don't score, leave 3, middle of inning number 6.
Is heard right here on 104.3 The Score and the Cubs Radio Network.
There are trucks, and there's the 2026 GMC Sierra, with the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra, where power meets precision in a truck that leads where it matters most. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. We are professional grade. During GMC Truck Month, well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months on 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 models. Plus, no monthly payments until after Labor Day. See your local GMC dealer today. Monthly payment is $1,515 for every $1,000 you finance. Average example down payment is 9.6%. Must finance with GM Financial. Some customers will not qualify. Deferred monthly payments for 130 days. Excludes residents of Pennsylvania. Down payment required at signing if applicable. Finance charges accrue from date of financing. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 6/1/26.
For 120 years, Sloan has led the way in innovation, water efficiency, and sustainability, a legacy that has extended to the friendly confines. As the official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs, Sloan has supported fans with hygienic restroom products at Wrigley Field for over a century. Today, Sloan's bottle fillers provide Cub fans with clean drinking water while helping reduce plastic waste. This season, Sloan continues to redefine what smart restroom design looks like. Learn more at sloan.com and go Cubs go!
Every team needs a closer. Injured? Dial Pound Law. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Proud partner of the Chicago Cubs, Morgan & Morgan, 332 South Michigan Avenue, Chicago.
Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Proud partner of the Chicago Cubs, Morgan & Morgan, 332 South Michigan Avenue, Chicago.
With former Cub and All-Star Ron Coomer. Pat Hughes reporting from PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Zach Zaidman working alongside. Zach will update the out-of-town scoreboard as we move along. Excellent engineer Cindy Boyden at the controls as Connor Griffin leads off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Pirates. The rookie shortstop looks at a strike from the left-hander Ryan Rollison. But I remember this play, this date in baseball history. 2 plays, actually. 1997, on May the 26th, and that would have been my 2nd year with the Cubs, but it happened in the 6th inning. In the top of the 6th inning, Sammy Sosa drove one to right center, and the outfielders collided. Okay. Adrian Brown and Jose Guillen.
Yeah.
Do those names
center
bring
and
back
right fielder? Yes.
Ring
absolutely.
a bell?
Played against both of them.
They collaborated in right center on a deep fly ball hit by Sosa, and they both fell down, and the ball trickled behind them. Neither one knew immediately where the ball was. Yeah. So it took them an extra couple of seconds to kind of look around and see where that baseball is. Meanwhile, Sammy is burning around the bases. Here's the line drive base hit down the left field line. Connor Griffin with the leadoff single. And the Pirates keep the pressure on. They lead 8-1. And the brander Brandon Lau. So in the top of the inning, Sosa rounded the bases as the outfielders collided. The ball ended up on the warning track out in right center. And Sammy circled the bases for an inside the park home run. Now that was the top of the 6th. Believe it or not, in the bottom of the 6th inning, Tony Womack would hit a drive. Now, he was a speedy infielder. He played for the Cubs for a while and played for, I think, Arizona. Had a big hit in the World Series, as I recall, against the Yankees' great closer. And the pitch on the way, bouncing ball toward the middle. This will be gloved by the shortstop, Swanson, and he throws to first in time. Safe at second on the play, Griffin. Lau is out number 1. But in the bottom of the inning, Tony Womack drives one into right center. And Doug Glanville, playing center field for the Cubs, made a great effort, diving, had the ball hit his glove and roll not only behind him, but more towards center. Oh, wow. Sammy Sosa, playing right field, had to run for about 100 feet to chase it down. And here's a bouncing ball to third, charging, picking. Bregman sets the feet, makes the throw. Low throw, and it gets by Bush. Rounding third, Griffin heading to the plate. The throw to the plate not in time. Safe at second on the play is going to be Reynolds. It'll be probably E3 or E5. Ron, what do you say?
Well, we got to see if the ball is thrown. The throw is low, but does it bounce or not? It's right at the ground level when it gets to Michael Busch, but it will be an error for sure. And unfortunately, where the ball ends up going, I think this is going to be an error on Michael, actually. This is going to be E3.
Nick Gonzalez, the batter. Pirates have scored another run. They lead 9-1. One away in the inning. Reynolds at second, Gonzalez waiting. And the next pitch in there for a called strike.
Zach just came down and said E5. I don't think this ball bounced.
Okay.
Is the problem. When you look at the throw, I think it hits the tip of Michael's glove right at the ground level.
Gonzalez takes inside, and the count now 2-1.
But that was to the baseball history part. That was at Three Rivers, right? So it was AstroTurf, so the ball would just keep rolling.
That's right. And it came into play on both home runs. Pop fly right side foul might be playable for Busch. It is. He's got it. And that's going to be the second out in the inning. But when Glanville bobbled the ball, it didn't really bobble. It was a great effort by Doug. It just kicked off his glove and then bounced way out toward dead center. Sosa ran as fast as he could to get it, but Tony Womack could absolutely fly.
He didn't even have to slide it home, did he?
It wasn't even a close play.
Yeah.
Not even close. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw Tony have 2 inside the park home runs as O'Neal Cruz takes outside. That's kind of rare to see.
Yeah. He was one of the fastest guys in the league for a period of time, that's for sure. I think he led the league in stolen bases one year.
1-0 pitch to Cruz is in for a strike.
Good player.
But I remember,
leadoff hitter guy. Yep.
He sliced one down the left field line one day with Louis Gonzalez playing left field. And Louis ran over, and it hit one of the poles of the screen fence. Here's a solid base hit to right. Stopping at third on the play will be Lau. Cruz gets a sharp single. And the inning will keep on going with the Pirates leading 9-1. They have met at first and third.
Well, they hold Lau at third base. Cruz been on base now 4 straight times, 3 singles, and a hit by pitch.
And it brings up Marcelo Ozuna. And the left-hander Rollison will deliver. And this ball is hit in the air, foul off to the right, out of play. But I can still see Louis running over, ready to make the play. It bounced in fair territory and then kicked up against that screen fence that was the restraining screen in foul territory at Three Rivers.
Oh, yeah.
And it hit one of the poles. Here's a wild pitch. The runner at third holds. The runner at first goes down to second. There is not much room behind home plate here at PNC. Maybe 45 feet behind the catcher to the backstop screen.
I would think if this was a close game, he would have tried to score on that. This game being a little out of reach here at 9-1, they're holding off on trying to take too many extra bases.
Here's a smash foul. But I remember Louis running over and the ball hit one of the poles and caromed way out to left center, and Tony Womack probably could have rounded the bases twice. Here's the 1-2. Chopped foul at the plate by Ozuna.
I had an inside the park home run in the minor leagues.
You did?
And it was the same type of thing. I hit a ball so like in Kansas City, how the outfield walls and the corners are just curved and they just continue to go out towards center then, and they just continue the curve.
They make it tricky on corner outfielders.
I hit a ball right down the left field line, high towering shot. It's either going to be what I thought was either going to be a home run, fair or foul, one way or the other, or be caught right at the wall. And I was running hard. I was around first base, and it hit the very top of the wall and shot and stayed down along the wall all the way in the left center. Same thing. Didn't even have to slide. It was an inside the park home run. Might have needed a little oxygen when we were done, but
here's a liner foul. When you think about 90 feet times 4, 360 feet, that's 120 yards.
Yeah.
You probably hadn't run a 120-yard dash in quite some time.
No, not when you were thinking of getting an inside the park or two. Yeah, there's extra incentive there.
How'd the legs feel the last 30 feet or so?
Rubbery.
Ozuna lines one down the left field line. Well, now that just shows how modest you are, Ron. We've worked together now this is our 13th year together. This is the first time I've heard you tell about the inside the park home run. And now the 3-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that ends the inning. Pirates add to their lead by getting a run. They leave 2. We go to the 7th inning. Pirates 9, Cubs 1 on the score.
2 on 104.3 The Score.
All right, turning left at this light. Back. Whoa, almost didn't see that motorcycle. Sheesh, that was a close call. Trust and believe I'm looking twice next time, maybe even 3 times. Motorcycles are smaller and easier to miss. Better look twice before turning and changing lanes, or it could be game over. Start seeing motorcycles. It's not a game.
I was told that I could trust CertaPro painters to get the job done right, and boy, did they ever. My entire process working with them was worry-free, starting with a free estimate, reliable communication the entire way, professional painting, all at the right price. With CertaPro painters, you're partnering with trusted local professionals with over 70,000 5-star reviews. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. Here's a club you want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply. The summer starts here at Toyota. From sun-soaked adventure to weekend getaways, our versatile lineup is ready to ride. Visit your local Toyota dealer and save big. Toyota, let's go places.
Top 7, Pirates 9, Cubs 1. The 7th.
Toyota dealer and save big. Toyota, let's go places.
Top 7, Pirates 9, Cubs 1. The 7th inning is sponsored by the Volvo XC90. Room for everyone, ready for wherever the road takes you. Pat?
All right, Zach, let's see if this road takes the Cub to a rally area, as Dansby Swanson will lead off the Cubs' 7th inning. And the first pitch by the right-hander Braxton Ashcraft is swung on and missed. The next offering inside to Dansby. Checked his swing as he was trying to get out of the way. And it's a ball inside 1-1. So we mentioned the 2 inside the Parkers on this date. There's a drive foul. Right field out of play. The famous Harvey Haddix game took place on this day, May 26, 1959. Pirates at the old Milwaukee Braves. Haddix pitched what many consider to be the greatest pitched game in the history of big league ball, 12 perfect innings. Wow. The only problem was his team did not score, and he ended up losing the game. A swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's out number 1 here in inning number 7. Swanson has gone back to the top of the order for Pete Crow Armstrong.
Think of that. You throw 12 perfect innings and you don't win the game.
And you lose it.
Yeah.
He sent down 36 consecutive batters. You think that's easy to do in a big league ball game? And when you think about some of the hitters in that lineup, Henry Aaron, Eddie Matthews, Joe Adcock, had some guys that knew how to hit. There's a line drive base hit to right. Pete Crow Armstrong, a solid single to right. Right now, Ron, you're just looking for little positive things that possibly can carry over into tomorrow and the day after and so on.
Yeah, absolutely. And for Pete, he got hit by a pitch, but he's been on base twice. That was a good swing. Good controlled swing. Hit a line drive bullet to right.
He was robbed on a good play by Horwitz earlier. Here's Nico Horner batting. 9-1 Pittsburgh in the 7th inning. Officially, the final score was 1-0, but that strange inning, the 13th inning at Old County Stadium in Milwaukee. Very unusual inning. Don Hoke, the third baseman, imagine how terrible he would have felt. He committed an error to lead off the inning, and that allowed a batter to reach, and it broke up the perfect game. Here is a swing and a foul down the third base line. And then one of the key plays of the game became a sacrifice bunt by a guy that hit over 500 home runs, Eddie Matthews.
How about that?
And to his credit, Ron, he bunted and advanced the runner. So he had been working on it in batting practice, apparently. But that's kind of impressive and unusual. Here's the 2-1. Line drive down the left field line, foul. Henry Aaron was then walked intentionally, and Joe Adcock drilled one over the right center field fence for an apparent game-winning home run. But Henry Aaron, the base runner, never made it to second base. He just peeled off and ran into the dugout, celebrating the win. Here's a swing and a smash, foul.
So it ended up being 1-0.
That was the official score. Yeah, it would have been 3-0 had Aaron touched second base, but he never did. So the final score was 1-0. But what an amazing game by Harvey Haddix. Little left-hander. Bouncing ball left side, base hit left field. Horner a bouncing ball single. Never say die. It's a crazy game. You never know what's going to happen in it.
No, and you don't want to give up your big league at bats. You want to keep playing the game. See what's on tap here in the 6th inning, or 7th inning, sponsored by Flight by Yingling, Next Generation Light Beer. A couple hits, and that might be the end of the day for Ashcraft.
He's going to get a nice ovation. And you're going to hear it here. It's a small crowd, but they'll make some noise for this. He is one of the rising stars on this team. Braxton Ashcraft. He might be here a long time.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a moment. Pitching changes by the opposition. Sponsored by Sloan, at Sloan.com.
77 bid walk.
Back in a moment. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering every Cubs game all season long, Rahimi Harrison Grody, middays 10 to 2 on 104.3 The Score.
What if you could have the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? During the Xfinity Summer Savings Event, now through June 15th, new customers can get our best price on gig Wi-Fi, just $50 a month for 5 years. And get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. It's Wi-Fi that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them, like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense. Plus, add one line of Xfinity Mobile Select and you can save an average of $60 a month over Verizon and AT&T. You can even try it free for a year. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities during the Xfinity Summer Savings Event. Get it now at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Savings based on 1 gig internet and 1 mobile select line compared to similar Verizon and AT&T plans over 5 years. After 12 months, regular rates apply to mobile select. Xfinity internet required. Speeds vary. Use of fiber coaxial cable.
Time to check the out-of-town scoreboard, sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app. Save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. The Nationals lead the Guardians 4-1. Bottom of the 8th inning in Cleveland. James Wood, a 2-run home run, is 15th. The Orioles all over the Rays, 6-1 now. Top of the 7th inning, Jackson Holiday with a ribby single. Tigers lead the Angels 6-4. They're in the bottom of the 6th. Other action, Braves 5. Tigers lead the Angels 6-4. They're in the bottom of the 6th. Other action. situation. Braves 5, Red Sox 2. Michael Harris the second with an RBI double. Blue Jays lead the Marlins 2-1 in the last of the fifth. Pat?
Okay, Zach, a new pitcher in the game for the Pirates. And he'll inherit a first and second one-out situation. Michael Busch will take a strike. Now, Zach knows the exact pronunciation. I do not. This is a brand new Pirate pitcher. Yeah. He's got a nickname. Brandon Giddy-Up Bidios. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way, taken high. Zach, how did I do?
Well, you got the first name right. The last name is pronounced Bidois. B-I-D-O-I-S. Bidois.
Of course it is.
Let's scratch the nickname. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch, it's low and inside for a ball to Busch. Please say that again, Zach.
Bidois.
Bidois. Apparently he played a lot of cards. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch to Busch is chopped foul.
I hate to ask this, but why?
Bidois?
Oh, Bidois. Got it. Oh, there we go.
Bidois.
Sorry, I'm a little slow today.
It's okay.
I apologize. Yeah.
I think I'm the one who's slow. Michael Busch waiting for the 2-2 from Bidois. And it's a drive into left center, playable for Cruz. O'Neill Cruz makes the catch, and that's going to be out number 2.
7th inning sponsored by Volvo XC90. Room for everyone, ready for wherever the road takes you.
Bidois is from Australia. He's 24 years old.
See, that would have helped us, Zach.
Mm-hmm. Then I would have known. Look out, pitch up and in to Alex Bregman. He twists away. It's ball 1. It was a 97 mph fastball.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
And now the 1-0, and that's going to be a strike. You ever been to Australia?
I have not.
Me neither. Zach, you ever been there?
No.
Thanks for asking, though.
Yeah, sure.
Make me an offer.
Sorry I bothered with the whole thing. Here's a swing and a foul back. Foul back by Alex Bregman. Lights just about to take full effect here at PNC Park. This is a beautiful park at night. The lighting is exceptionally efficient. Fly ball foul down the left field line and out of play. Some of the best lighting, I think, in the league.
Yeah, I would agree. I've always been a fan of coming to Pittsburgh, to this ballpark in particular. Clemente Bridge all lit up. Last night it was. Did you see the Clemente Bridge last night? You know, once it got nighttime, it was lit up red, white, and blue for Memorial Day. Very cool.
Swing and a miss by Bregman, and that ends the inning. Cubs load the bags, but walk away with nothing. We go to the bottom of the 7th.
Strikeout and home run is heard right here on 104.3 The Score and the Cubs Radio Network.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Hey, baseball fans, step up to the plate like a pro with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. Circa Sports is sports betting the way it should be, with no bet fees in Illinois. Circa Sports brings you player-friendly pricing, enhanced in-game options, exceptional customer service, and more. Whether you're betting with the home team or scouting the next big matchup, take your swing with the Circa Sports app. Start betting like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com.
Chicago weather is tough. Your home siding should be tougher. Hardy Siding is engineered for our climate. James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Learn more at James Hardy. Siding should be tougher. Hardy Siding is engineered for our climate. James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Learn more at jameshardy.com.
A reminder that all reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Pat?
Zach, thank you. Daniel Palencia, the new man on the mound for the Cubs. Just getting in some work. He's the Cubs closer, and Cubs struggling. Unless they rally here tonight, this will be 10 consecutive losses and just not a lot of work for your closer when that's the case. So you do your best as a manager and a pitching coach to keep him somewhat sharp by giving him periodic outings like this one right here. It's Merlin Valdez, the batter. And he will take a pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-2. A couple of final thoughts about the Harvey Haddock's perfect game for 12 innings, and then he lost it in the 13th inning. Lou Burdett. This is the way it was back in the 1950s. Lou Burdett was the starter for Milwaukee. He pitched all 13 innings. Shutout ball, and he got the win, and Haddocks took the loss despite 12 perfect innings. And, of course, people were saying it was the greatest game ever pitched by Haddocks. And swing and a miss, strike three. Pretty good fastball by Palencia. Beautiful heat right there. One down. Valdez is gone, and here's Spencer Horwitz. But I always like the comment by Lou Burdett. He said, the greatest game ever pitched wasn't quite good enough to beat me.
There you go. And he was right.
Attendance 13,950.
13,950. The attendance. Here's a deep drive down the line in right. Spencer Horwitz has just hit a home run in this 7th inning. And the Pirates now lead 10-1. High fastball, and he got all of it.
Fastball's hit right down the line. The only question was fair or foul. And it just stays inside the foul pole, about halfway up the bleachers and right.
Horwitz had a sac fly earlier, so 2 more RBIs for him. He has 25. And he's another young player doing a lot of good things for this Pirate team. He was hitting .282. He's got 25 RBIs. That's home run number 6 for Horwitz. 1 ball and, or rather no balls and 1 strike on Henry Davis. Getting back to Harvey Haddocks just for a moment, then I'll get on to something else here. But many years ago, Ron, I did the writing, producing, and narrating for a series called Baseball Voices.
Yeah.
And they were commemorative audio tributes to baseball's greatest announcers. And one of them was the voice of the Pirates, the late, great Bob Prince.
Oh, yeah?
Now, on the Prince CD, naturally, I found as much audio as I could of the Harvey Haddocks perfect game and put it on the production. And Bob Prince was a great announcer, and they loved him here in Pittsburgh. Here's the pitch on the way. It's low and outside. Somebody apparently, though, had given a copy of the Bob Prince CD to Mrs. Harvey Haddocks.
Okay.
Now, Harvey himself had passed away many years prior, but she listened to it, and she said it, well, I found this out because she wrote me a letter. Somehow she got a hold of my home address to Pat Hughes. I looked up, it said Mrs. Harvey Haddix.
Oh, wow.
And the baseball fan in me thought, this is really cool.
Absolutely.
Mrs. Harvey Haddix. And I knew what it was about. It was about the CD, and she enjoyed it. And thanks for the nice things you said about my husband. And it was just one of those little moments that made me happy that I produced the Baseball Voices series. And you can go to Baseball Voices. They're still out there, still available. BaseballVoices.com. There's one on Harry Carey, Bob Costas, Jack Buck, among others. Harry Callis, swinging a fly ball to the left. Ian Happ ranges over, makes the catch, and that's out number 2. Chuck Thompson is part of the Baseball Voices.
Ron Santo, your old
Ron
partner.
Santo, John Miller.
Yeah.
And the Ron Santo CD, it's not so much about his play-by-play or his color. It's about the fun that he and I had. And if you like to laugh, you will love the Ron Santos CD.
Well, I've had it in my car when we've had to go, on a road trip, or I'm with my buddies and, we're road tripping somewhere. It's perfect for that. It is just.
It was fun. Fun to put together. And go to baseballvoices.com. It's still available. He did make you laugh. Connor Griffin at the plate, bounces one toward the middle to his left. Swanson near second, makes the throw to first to get him. But the Pirates get a run on the home run by Horwitz. It's on to the 8th inning. It's all Pittsburgh. 10-1 Buccos on the score.
Hey, Ron Coomer here. Selling your house doesn't have to be complicated. My friend Jeff and his veteran-led team simplify the whole process. No repairs, no clean-out, no months of waiting, just a fair offer, and you pick when you close.
Here's how it works. Give us a call and we'll visit your property and provide an offer and close on your schedule. Whether you're moving a parent or just going in a different direction, we make it simple.
Call them at 630-556-8892. That's 630-556-8892 or jeffbuysyourhouse.com.
The Volvo XC90 is equipped with 7-seat versatility for surprise team practice carpools. Dynamic storage for when quick stops at the antique market turn into a whole new living room set. With Google built in for when you choose the road more exciting. And innovative technology and advanced safety features for all your precious cargo. The Volvo XC90, designed for life. Visit volvocars.com/US to learn more. Google is a trademark of Google LLC.
Make your house a home with premium paints and stains from Benjamin Moore. Achieve long-lasting color and beauty with Aura, Regal Select, and Ben for interiors. Or protect your exteriors with Element Guard and new Woodlux exterior stains. Available exclusively at locally owned Benjamin Moore stores. Their high-quality products ensure a flawless finish every time. Ready to start your next project? Visit BenjaminMoore.com to find a retailer near you. Benjamin Moore. See the love.
Cubs fans, it's Pat Hughes. If your business needs lots of water, the Village of Bedford Park offers a safe and reliable Lake Michigan water supply. Visit villageofbedfordpark.com.
Top of the
and reliable Lake Michigan water supply. Visit villageofbedfordpark.com.
Top of the 8th inning here in Pittsburgh. And this 8th inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids, 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today, Patrick.
Ian Happ, Pittsburgh native, will lead off this 8th inning. Brandon Bidwell is still on the mound for the Buccos. I think they've made another change or two. We'll get you up to speed as soon as we get there ourselves. Ian Happ swings and misses, and the 8th inning is underway.
For the Pirates, Garcia bats
They had a
third.
defensive chart on the scoreboard. Of course, it was taken down immediately.
Yep. Garcia has moved to left field.
Happ swings and a changeup, doesn't get it, 0-2.
And Gonzalez has moved from third to second base. And that's what I got so far here on the old computer.
Bidwell, the right-hander, deals, spins Happ away with an inside fastball. Let's see who the winner was in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. Ron Coomer, 13,200 is a winner. The actual figure, 13,950. Cubs in danger of losing their 10th consecutive ball game. Did not think that was even possible going back about a month when the Cubs ripped off 2 different 10-game winning streaks. But here we are. Swinging a foul back by Happ.
Yeah, crazy game. This has been a crazy first third of the season for the Cubs, there's no doubt.
Jostenson Garcia is in left field. Brian Reynolds gets the rest of the night off. Happ checking, taking outside.
Tough play of the game tonight. That's sponsored by Loyola Medicine. Loyola Medicine defines tough.
13,950 the actual figure. Happ swings and misses, strike 3. Changeup got him. Please stay tuned for the toast of the game, ball player. That'll be named by Ron Coomer, and that is coming up in the 9th inning and brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably just not worth drinking.
And I'm trying to think about a catch of the game, and that's sponsored by Catch Des Moines. That play was a real trip, so it was Des Moines. It's a trip. Make it yours at CatchDesMoines.com. Do we have a particular play that stands out to you? Dansby made one up the middle. That's about it.
I say we use that one, Ron. Here's a line drive, foul down the left field line.
That will be our catch of the game.
Zach Zaidman right now focused on his postgame show, the Old National Bank Cubs radio postgame show, the official bank of the Cubs radio network.
But it's deep out there. It's 380 to straight right field, and goes out there and makes that catch.
Zach lining up some stringers, as we said.
There we go.
I hear him negotiating with some of them. I heard the other.
Stringers, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard one of them say, $25. I can't afford to pay you that, Zach. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's outside for a ball to Moises Ballesteros. Zach, kind of the entrepreneur of the whole organization or operation. Ballesteros waiting for the 2-0. Swings and misses, tried to hold up, couldn't do it. But Zach's going to have that on the postgame show, and then in his second hour. Not sure what's going on in that second hour, but we're going to hustle back to that hotel, Ron. And
yeah, I'll be listening, Z.
I'm not sure if I will, Zach, to be honest with you. Here's a swing and a miss.
Thanks for helping the ratings, Pat.
All right, I will. Is 25 agreeable? Strike 3 to Ballesteros. And this 8th inning comes to an end. Cubs do nothing. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Pirates 10 and the Cubs 1.
Go Cubs Radio Network.
Don't miss the toast of the game presented by Benny's Beverage Depot when we celebrate the game's greatest moments and players. Benny's is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Right now, for a limited time, you can lease the Hyundai Elantra for $189 a month or choose to get $2,000 total savings. Offers end June 1st. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Sloan has been supporting Cubs fans at Wrigley Field for generations with trusted restroom solutions. Today, that commitment continues throughout the concourse with bottle fillers delivering clean drinking water all season long. Learn more at Sloan.com.
Welcome to Old National Bank. Is that a suit of bubble wrap?
Hi. Yeah, I'm all about protecting myself and my finances. I understand Old National takes protection seriously.
You bet. We protect you with advanced fraud monitoring and secure digital banking to protect you today, and dedicated personal bankers to protect your tomorrow.
I'm impressed.
So bubble wrap, huh?
Yeah, came with my couch.
Financial protection for today and tomorrow. Old National Bank. Just another reason to get old. Member FDIC.
Who's on first? Southwest Airlines, ranked first among U.S. airlines by the Wall Street Journal. Based on WSJ's 2025 rankings. See southwest.com/WSJ. Based on WSJ's 2025 rankings. See southwest.com/WSJ.
MLB is partnering with Crisis Text Line to increase mental health awareness. Free 24/7 confidential support in English and Spanish. Text MLB to 741-741. Pat?
Zach, thank you. Hobie Milner, the new Cub pitcher, left-hander. Defensively, a couple of young players get a chance to see a little game action, namely Pedro Ramirez now playing third base. Kevin Alcantara comes into play center field. The action resumes. Jared Triolo batting, taking inside from Hobie Milner. Pirates got 5 in the first inning, and they've led by at least 4 ever since. Out hitting the Cubs 12-7. And unless the Cubs stage a miraculous rally, this will be their 10th consecutive loss. Line drive, base hit to left. Leadoff single by Jared Triolo.
Stolen bases by the Cubs all season long. They're sponsored by Turo Tire. Chicago's hometown tire. Get called safe with the Turo tires. Find yours at Turo.com.
Jostinson Garcia, the batter. It'll be his first at-bat. He replaced Brian Reynolds in the number 3 spot, and he'll look at a strike. Only halfway through this series, 2 more games here. Jameson Tyone, the former Pirate, against Bubba Chandler tomorrow. Colin Ray against Paul Skeens in the finale on Thursday night. Both games start at 5:40 Central Time.
Pittsburgh has 2 challenges remaining.
That ball strike challenge sponsored by Northwestern Medicine.
Jostinson Garcia waiting on the pitch inside for a ball. I love the spelling of Jostinson's first name. Jostynxon. Driven toward right center, right there to make the catch, Alcantara. And he fires it to second base, and that's going to be out number 1. Before we continue, 10 for ID. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on 104.3 The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network. WSCR, WSCR FM, and HD1 Chicago.
Gonzalez is 1 for 4 as he steps in. Gonzalez takes the first pitch that misses down low for ball 1.
First out in the inning, that's sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
Well, we're getting ready for you to name the Benny's Beverage Depot toast of the game ball player. I think it's close enough to the 9th inning to be appropriate for you to make that mention right now if you'd like to.
Yeah, sure. I think, today has not been a very good day for the Cubbies, that's for sure. They're down 10-1. But one guy that had a pretty good day scored the...
One away, men at second and third. Pirates lead 10-1, bottom of the 8th inning. With only 1 away, the Cubs will keep the infield back. Just trying to get some outs here and get this ball game over with. Zach will have all the other scores around the big leagues later on. And the next pitch, lifted foul off to the right, out of play. Pirates ready to climb 3 games above 500. Should be a very interesting Central Division race. And now the pitch by Hobie Milner, bounced to third. Scoring on the play is Garcia, and the throw to first is going to be in time. Mangum was the pinch hitter who rolled out to third. Give Mangum an RBI. It is now 11-1 Pirates here in the bottom of this 8th inning. And the left-hander for the Cubs, Milner, fires low and outside. Did we just see a video replay of the ball that hit Jose Canseco in the head and bounced over the fence?
Yep, that's also happened on this day.
Swing and a miss by Marcell Ozuna. Cubs will keep on trying tomorrow night at 5:40. Line drive, base hit to right center. This will drive in another run. And the Pirates pouring it on, lead 11-1. Ozuna gets his first knock of the game. And it brings up Esmeralyn Valdez.
Well, fans give Ozuna a big cheer. He has really been struggling. This is a guy that's had a great big league career, but he's come to Pittsburgh, and it has been a real struggle for him at the plate.
Esmeralyn Valdez will look at a strike. He hit a 2-run homer. He grounded out. He walked and he struck out. 1 for 3. Lifting one foul off to the right out of play. The Clemente Bridge has lights on it. See some automobile and truck traffic crossing over from this side of Pittsburgh to the other side. Lights are yellow and blue. Strike 3 to Valdez, and that ends the inning. The Pirates score 2 more, and they lead 11, make it 12-1 as we go to the ninth.
Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs radio network.
Imagine having your skull detached from your spine to save you from paralysis. When Phil came to Northwestern Memorial Hospital, his spine was digging into his brainstem, but our team developed a plan to rebuild his spine.
Nationally ranked for neurology and neurosurgery by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is pioneering treatments for the toughest conditions. Incredibly, Phil was walking just days after surgery.
As Phil's nurse, I'm proud to be on a team that's changing lives.
Northwestern Medicine, better.
The winning lineup for your home starts with the appliance experts at Grand Appliance. From large capacity Maytag laundry to versatile KitchenAid kitchens, Grand Appliance brings together the brands that help your home perform like an all-star. And with fast delivery and professional installation, Grand makes it easy to upgrade your home with the latest appliance innovations. Shop grandappliance.com or one of their 12 Chicagoland locations to learn more. That's Grand Appliance, Chicago's hometown appliance leader since 1930.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family.
Injured? Dial pound law.
Morgan & Morgan, 332 South Michigan Avenue, Chicago.
Who's on first? Southwest Airlines, ranked first among U.S. airlines by the Wall Street Journal. Based on WSJ's 2025 rankings, see southwest.com/WSJ. Wall Street Journal. Based on WSJ's 2025 rankings, see southwest.com/WSJ.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Top 9, it's the Pirates 12 and the Cubs 1. The ninth inning is sponsored by Circa Resort and Casino. Get ready for the time of your life. CircaLasVegas.com. Pat?
Carson Kelly will lead off for the Cubs. They trail 12-1. Dennis Santana Long-legged right-hander fires inside for a ball. Kelly will be followed by Dansby Swanson. And then Pete Crow Armstrong. Here's a pitch, smash fair inside third down the left field line, bouncing off the sidewall. It's going to be a single as Mangum gets it back in. That sidewall angles out to within about 3 feet of the foul line, so a fair ball many times will hit that side wall and die on the grass right near the foul line in shallow left.
Good at bat for Kelly. That's his second hit of the ball game, too. Carson just continues to hit. That's a nice way to finish up a very bad game for the Cubs, but you just keep playing the game.
They all count, Ron.
Yeah.
They're all going to be on the back of your baseball
That's
card
right.
someday.
I love it. You know, we all play in these games. That's just the way baseball is. Some games are going to be blowouts, but you got to keep grinding out the game, and you keep playing it. That's just the way you've got to keep doing it. And I love when you see a veteran player come up and have a good at-bat.
I like to see guys hustle.
Yeah.
Still. Make it a habit. Not easy. Fastball inside to Dansby. There's a simple matter, Ron. You're a big league baseball player, and very few people get to have that opportunity. And it's not ever going to be easy. Inside might have hit him. It did. It grazed him in the leg, I think. Dansby's okay. Cubs have 2 men on with nobody out. Back to the top of the order for Kevin Alcantara to bat for the first time.
See if Alcantara can get himself a hit.
Well, I don't really have any other plans on this Tuesday night. I don't mind if we stay here for another 90 minutes or so.
Yeah, we can keep the line moving. There's nothing wrong with that.
However long it would take to score about 14 runs in this inning. Kevin Alcantara takes outside. That's ball 1. Zach's postgame show can wait. And now the pitch by Santana, swing and a miss. Beautiful American flag out beyond the left center field fence, flapping in the breeze. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Alcantara trying to knock one into Ohio.
Yeah, big swing and a breaking ball just came up empty.
Ohio is not really that far from Pittsburgh. Now the 0-2. Alcantara checks and takes outside. Now to Kevin, who's still learning and still trying to be, establish himself as a ball player, this is a big at-bat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kelly leads at second. Swanson at first. Alcantara takes ball 3. 3-2.
Last pitch, pretty good slider. Just down, good take.
Santana ready, and the 3-2 on the way. Strike 3 called, and now the batter, Alcantara, wants that pitch to be looked at again. And Alcantara. Now, wait a minute, Craig
I'm
Counsell.
going to say he didn't challenge in time. I think Counts is not going to accept this.
No, that's not right.
No, he did it right away. That's not acceptable. Yeah,
Counsell
they're going to
gets thrown out of the
yeah.
game. Craig's going to go out and get his money's worth. I don't blame him.
This is just bad. They just didn't like the young kid challenging the call in a blowout game. That's all it is. And that's just wrong. Yeah, you just got to still play the game. Just what we were talking about. And now we got the umpires not doing that. That's just not good. The pitch is in for a strike. He goes right away, taps his helmet. He didn't even make the call yet for strike 3. and then they did not give him a chance. That's terrible umpiring, and there should be a penalty for the umpires when they do stuff like that, because that's just them being upset that a young kid challenged it, and that's just bad, and and so that they should have some issue with that. The league should, because that's just terrible baseball by the umpire, Dan Marzell.
Nico Horner, the batter, one away, first and second, 12-1 Pirates lead here in the ninth inning.
That's embarrassing.
Oh, and 1 on Nico. Horner 1 for 4 in the game. And he'll take inside for a ball. Horner flied out, popped out, struck out, and then singled his last time up. The right-hander Santana delivers to Nico. Bouncing ball wide of third. The shortstop throws to third, and it's in time. A rare 6-5 fielder's choice put out. You gotta make sure your third baseman is alert and getting over to cover the bag before you make that throw. Two down. Fielder's choice. And here is Michael Bush. Bush already with a single and a walk. 1 for 3 in the game. But when you're 1 for 3, that last at bat, big difference between 1 for 4 and 2 for 4.
Yeah, it's a huge deal. There's no doubt. Absolutely.
Now the 1-0, swing and a miss. 1-1. 13,000 were here. Many have left. Cubs are going to drop to a disappointing 10th consecutive loss. And the 1-1. Driven towards center, playable. Garcia's going to make the catch. And the Pirates make it 2 in a row, and the Cubs have lost 10 consecutive games. The final tonight, Pirates 12, Cubs 1. Back with the totals in a moment on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
The Cubs play